Well, I'll respond because I have more to say about the situation. Suda, welcome. This is past redeem time. I can take it off. Welcome, Suda. What's up? How was stream? What were you guys up to today? Everyone, go follow the fabulous Suda complex. Did I spell it wrong? No, I spelled it right. What happened to my shout out command? Did it like die in the matter of 2 minutes? Shiny hunting and playing some Star Wars. Yo, let's go. What Star Wars did you play? Oddly enough, I just asked if anyone was who was a Star Wars fan and who was a Star Trek fan. Well, everyone go follow Suda. I'll try the freaking shout out in a bit. I don't know why it didn't go off, but it went off for Stormy, but whatever. I appreciate the raid. Hello everyone coming in with Suda. My name is Clippy Clipster. I am a Pokemon content creator. I shiny hunt. I do Nuzlocke. I do all the fun stuff. Right now we're in the middle of my second longest hunt on stream. My longest unlucky hunt. My longest hunt is for a shiny Geodude in Granite Cave. This one's probably is very much on the pace to pass that. Thanks for the shout out. I appreciate it. You're always welcome. Knights of the Republic. Yo, Knights of the Republic is so fantastic. All right, what is your favorite Star Wars movie, Suda? Also, before I forget, I need to finish messaging out. Not Alfred, Wombats. Return of the Jedi all the way. Liddy. That's... I'm trying to think. No, yeah. I'm an idiot. I don't know why it took me so long to remember that. Return of the Jedi is also my favorite. It is easily my favorite of the 9. Least favorite is obviously Last Jedi. The crap show that was... I mean, yeah, Last Jedi. It was oof. It was something else, to say the least. Like, do I have to say more? I have no joke, I have never seen that movie again since the release date. Every Christmas since then because like they always air them all on Christmas now. And they're just like, nah. And I'm just like, nah, every time it comes on. Like I can't do it. It's just that bad. All the other ones I'll watch. Like I watch all the prequels. I'll watch obviously the original trilogy is amazing. I'll watch 7 and 9, but Last Jedi, nah, ain't happening. Just hit me up after stream when you peep it. Alright, sounds good. We can talk about yeah, I'll message you about what you messaged me about on Discord after stream, because I do want to talk about that more, because that's Liddy. But still talk in stream, Wombats. Tell me about any gossip you can think of. I like gossip. That's not an exaggeration. I actually do really like gossip. I like getting tea spilt to me and then just not returning the tea in favor. Like, just never, like, spilling the tea again. And then just, like... I don't hold it against people, but it's just fun knowing things. My cat watches your stream. Wait, really? Your cat's a legend. Does your cat enjoy my soothing voice? So, you know how people, like, I don't know if it's, like, narcissistic or just, like, don't mind the sound of my voice, but, like, you know how people can't stand hearing their own voice? I actually don't mind hearing my own voice. It's also thanks because, you know, I sit here in a room and talk to myself, and, well, I talk to chat, But like otherwise, I talk to myself. So I think that's part of it too. But I hate my voice. So it held me back for so long. Yeah. Which is why I want to get more YouTube content out for myself. It's because like I don't mind like hearing my voice while editing. It's just your boy's not very adept at the arts. So like video editing, picture taking, all that fun stuff. You took my advice about TikTok? Did you start a TikTok? I actually need to get back to TikTok. I haven't posted a TikTok in a few months. That is the place to put stuff 100%. Yeah. Like if you want to put clips somewhere, put them on TikTok. I've had like random ones get crazy amount of views. Yeah. I've had a few followers from it too. You know, so the views to follow ratio isn't as high, but it's still awesome. I made a clip for my stream today and I wanted to put it on TikTok, but I think I got taken down. Oof. Wait, the clip got taken down like off of Twitch? Or I got taken down off of TikTok? Yeah, I need to do you off of Twitch? Oh, weird. Yeah, you can get a reclip of it from a VOD if you save your VODs. Oh, because of music, gotcha. Yeah. Gotta be careful with the musics. That's why I just stick to like gaming music, because they don't yell at you for the gaming music. Well, it depends on what gaming music. Obviously, if you're playing Madden and you're blaring the Madden music, that's like actual music, which should get you like ba-bam. But if you're like playing Pokemon, you're listening to Pokemon music, they're gonna be like, hey, he's playing Pokemon. Yeah, they do sometimes. They usually do it if you're not playing a Nintendo game, they'll do it, yeah. Nintendo's a bunch of meanies. I love them, but they're a bunch of meanies. I think their legal team is bored. They pick fights with like the weirdest of things. Yeah, pretty much. They got tired of emulator lawsuits, and the Smash community sort of handled themselves. So now they got to do something else. BRB got to put dishes away. All right, sounds good. Enjoy push. Did you hand wash the dishes or did you dishwash the dishes? By the way, I had to like hardcore. Also, BRB myself making some food. Gotcha. I had to like hardcore think about that statement because I naturally say wash and not wash. That's right. I'm one of those people. Also, guys, there is a minute and a half left on the prediction, so throw your points into the thingy so like the no points don't go into the void when we get the shiny. We don't want void points. Void points are bad. We're going Spanish file and trying. Ooh, how is it? So my roommate Kevin, he is playing through BDSP in Italian, and he said it is very entertaining because he like doesn't know all the words and stuff. Like he knows a little like a basics, but he doesn't know like everything. So how is it playing it in Spanish? Like, do you know Spanish? And it helps out, or? You're doing a mono fire? Ooh. What, what the hell? What fire types are you using? Because it would be Chimchar. Then you would get Ponyta, and then Magby after the third gym. And then the rest aren't until post-game, right? Unless you trade them over. Post-game fire types you can breed. Oh, okay. So you're gonna trade over post-game fire types. Gotcha. Gotcha. That's pretty lit. What team are you thinking about using? Oh, you just did? Nice. Yeah, I thought about doing a monotype run on stream for it. I was thinking about doing bug monotype. So Quickatune, Wormadam, Mothim, and then just like 3 random ones, or Vespiquen, and then like 3 random mons, or 2 random mons from other gens, but I don't think I'm gonna do it. Mainly because I got a lot of shiny hunts I want to finish. Cough me, Mr. Mewtwo over here. Yeah, but I definitely am curious what fire types you want to use. Slugma, Charmander, Numel. And then what are the other 3? I'm guessing Chimchar, Ponyta, Magby. So then you'd have, well, yeah. Hey, you never know. I've seen people like do monotype runs and then not do that, so. You never really know. Is Chimchar your favorite starter and that's why you're doing fire? Or do you just really like fire types? Hey, speaking of Brilliant Diamond, Shining Pearl, look at that. Huh. Look at that. My pick about. Oh, I forgot you can get Houndoom. Houndoom would be lit. My only like qualm with Houndoom is that like he's a special attacker, and the only fire type move he gets, super quick while leveling up is a physical one. And I don't even think he gets it early on. Like he gets it pretty late unless you have a TM. Like his learn set honestly is pretty booty. He is a lit mon though. I wish his moveset was better. And like wasn't so TM reliant. Uh... 16, 17, 18, 19. You can also get Houndoom earlier than Magby, which would be nice. Depends how much damage you want. Also, I think it... Is there a good mix of physical fire mons in this gen? I actually don't know. Because Charizard's special, right? Also 69 Mudkip, haha. But it's most of the team I'll have in Galar if updated. Fair enough. Alright, I'm back. Welcome back, Suda. How was the dishes? What kind of dishes you be doing? This is just a bowl for my soup. Oh, okay, gotcha. Hey, dishes can be exciting. You could be like me, put your dishes in the dishwasher, and then by the time you actually go to put them away, they've been washed like 4 times because you keep forgetting to put them away. Bro, I know exactly what this song is. I don't even have to look at it. And this is one of my favorite bops from this game. I don't know why it's on a Nintendo thing, but eh. Like, it's so freaking good. I just wish it was played more than just when you're playing as Sparks. My new buddy is in Pogo. It's really cool. Do you like the nickname I gave it? I don't know. I haven't checked on Pogo. I don't, like, I add people on Pogo Frosting, and when I get on during events and stuff, I'll do it. But if it's not like a super big event or it's not a collection, I normally don't play Pogo that often. But I'll check real quick. Oh, Jesus. Apparently my sound was up. Also, Pogo had an update today. Weird champ. I am 100% that awkward guy that accidentally plays Pogo music like super loud in a public place. I've done it too many times. I've been standing in line, like in a super long line at Starbucks before, and just open up Pogo and just everyone turn and look at me because they hear the Pogo music go off. And some of them stare at you like, why you have your sound on in a public place? And some of them look at you like, you play Pogo. I must follow you. Not even friend you, just straight up follow me while I'm walking around. Actually, I haven't had that happen. But they definitely give you that look of like, gotta make sure he doesn't steal my gym. Alright, let me open it up. I did see they added Druddigan though to the game finally. I didn't realize that it wasn't in the game yet. Like they're adding, like, they have like half of Gen 6 added already, but it wasn't in the game yet. It's so stupid. I did hear they're finally setting up to add what's it called? Techleon, from my understanding. I don't know if they did or yet, not yet, but I'm hatching an egg. What do we get? Yeah, nice. What are they? Do you know what they're doing with it? Like why they're, or not like why they're adding it, like how they're adding it? I hatched a Whalmer. That can go to transfer. Alright. Let's see here. Season of Heritage. Interesting. I need to open up my freaking Pogo. Who sent me a friend request now? Whatever. Frick. Is your name still Frosting in the... Your name's Frosting in Pogo too, right? I don't remember. Yeah, it is. Oh, jeez. You can't even see it on, like, the game. Like, it's completely just, like, oofed out. Yeah, that's freaking fantastic. Do we know which color Kecleon? Probably, like, normal Kecleon. Oh, it's in France only? Why is Kecleon France only? That's weird. Yeah, unless another mystery dungeon comes out, they probably won't do like the purple mystery dungeon one. They'll just do normal Kecleon and eventually shiny Kecleon. I really want purple Kecleon though. I always wish that purple's shiny, but... You didn't want big with your bet last night? You did, Classic. You monster. Yeah, I would like it if purple Kecleon I had to go too. I'm sorry Mewtwo's kicking you so hard. Dude, I'm used to it at that point. Like, it's all numbing pain at this point. Like, it literally doesn't matter. It's just like, I've gotten to the point where it's like, let's sit down and do Mewtwo, let's go. 70-0 epic, guys. I know, right? Points to the grave. Or to nothingness. It's all good. I chose yes for myself. I believe I can win. Despite you guys not believing so. You know what? Shiny Luck, thank you for the Shiny Luck frosting. What do we know in Classic? If you're hunting my shinies, you do get it quicker and build your confidence back up. I'm gonna get back to it eventually. One day. I will finish out the list of it eventually. I'm also I'm adjusting the list, so like I'm gonna finish Hoot Hoot and in the game, of course, but 69 420, nah, it is not going to 69 420. I actually would probably be one of the unluckiest resetters, Shiny Charm resetters, if not the unluckiest one if I get that far. That's insane. But yes, I'm doing this weird like twist that I'm gonna do with the Redeem Ones Classic, and I'm actually going to hunt them in BDSP as long as they can be hunted in BDSP, and then the ones that can't be, I'm obviously gonna do in Sword and Shield. But I think most of the ones I have left are all ones that I can do in BDSP. I have to look at it again though. I am gonna finish Hoot Hoot since we started that in Sword and Shield, and we're at like 2K, so we might as well finish it. Onyx can be on a VDSP. Yes, he can. Actually, I'm not sure if he has a grass spawn or not. I think he might only be underground is the easiest way. I don't remember though. I'm doing it in Spanish because I get Mew and haven't played in Spanish in a while. Fair enough. Yeah, are you like fluent in Spanish, Alex? That's pretty lit if you are. I know like a very, very small amount of French that I retained from high school, and that's it. I know enough to be praised, or not be praised. I know enough to answer back my French teacher from high school when she says congratulations or comments on my stuff in French. Thank you for the Shiny Luck Classic. I appreciate it. Classic, how's BDSP going for you in general? Because you only had 2 badges, I think, last time I talked to you. I know a little bit, but it's also not Latino Spanish. Oh, okay. So you know like Latin American Spanish, like the slang Spanish. Yeah, I remember because like my high school taught Latin American Spanish. And there are people that were from Spain, so they talk Spanish, so they had to learn Spanish, and like some of them didn't do well in the class at all because they couldn't like fix their slang and stuff. It's very interesting and cool how it works because languages. 4 badges now. Let's go. If burger plus is burger. Wait, if burger plus burger is 50 and burger plus hot dog is 30 and taco plus hot dog is 15, then what is burger plus taco plus hot dog? Hold on. So burger's 25 because burger plus burger would be 50. Hot dog's 5 because 25 plus 30 minus 5 is 5. This is all mental math, and I do these all the time, and I usually have paper with me. But yeah, what's your team classic? Taco plus hot dog is 15. So taco's 10 because hot dog's 5. So 15 minus 5 is 10. So then what is burger plus taco plus hot dog? Well, burger is 25. Hot dog's 5. So that's 30. Plus taco, which would be 10 plus 30, so 40. I think that's right. I don't know. Like I said, I normally don't do those like mentally. GG. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I do my best. Alright, I missed Alex thing while doing mental math. Yeah, the games use Spain Spanish. I know that's odd, but okay. I don't think Spain Spanish is odd. Because Spain Spanish is like a good basis for everything. So like, even though like when you come over to our hemisphere, like they're all slangs, it's still like, from my understanding, from like native Spanish speakers have explained to me, like Spain and Spanish is still like the basis for them, and they just added onto it. So like most of the time they can, if they're given Spain Spanish, they can still read it, despite it not being like their form of Spanish. I gotta go. Bye, Clippy. All right, see you, Frosting. Enjoy whatever you're up to, and I shall chat with you and see you another time. Hey man, I'm just letting you know how like people that are native language, like native people to the language are say it. I'm gonna head out. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your stream and night. Catch you later. All right, see you, Suda. I wish you the best of shiny luck and have a fantabulous rest of your day or evening, whatever time zone you're in. And I will chat with you later. What up, man? Gonna lurk while you get the shiny Mewtwo. Thank you, Rockies. Welcome, welcome, welcome. I hope you have a fabulous time lurking and listening to my luscious, fabulous voice. I also appreciate the shiny luck. Rockies. Guys, if you don't follow Rocky's wife already, give this legend a follow. He's a fabulous shiny hunter and a really fun person to listen to and chat with if you're ever in need of someone to watch when I am not around, or if you need multiple people to watch when I am around. Well, El Salvador is different because it's not technically Spanish based. It's Portuguese. Because they have influence from Brazil. And yeah, I know like Portuguese is technically Spanish based, but like Portuguese is enough to be its own language because how much it's like differentiated. So they wouldn't necessarily know how to speak it. Whoops. Thank you, friend. You're welcome, Rockies. His family? Oh, okay then. Yeah. I mean, I still think that's because of I still think that's because of the influence. Because the line, and like once you actually get into South America, the line of what's considered Spanish and what's considered Portuguese is very gray area in terms of like linguistics. And even if it's like called Spanish, it's very much more Portuguese based than it is Spanish based. It's like when you go to Haiti where they're like, oh, they speak French, but like there's so many languages mixed into the Haitian language that it's not even, it's like you can know all the French you want and you're not going to understand a bit they say. And vice versa. Like they can, like it doesn't matter how well they speak their own language, like they're not going to understand French because it's basically its own language. Which is why I don't like that the Western Hemisphere like is sort of like put into the zone of like we're based on all these languages, because some languages like El Salvador where in Brazil where it's like a very fine line mix between Spanish and Portuguese that you can't truly differentiate it. Oh, and while I'm here, before I forget, I'm shouting people out. Everyone go follow Shiny Master Alex. He's also a fabulous Pokemon content creator. He does shiny hunting. He does VGC occasionally. All that fun stuff. And he also is in like everyone's chat. So give the man the support. That came out of my mouth. I don't know where it came from. I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, yeah. Linguistics are so freaking complicated. Like, I mean, rightfully so. Like, language is already complicated, so it makes sense for like people to want to create these different ways to speak to each other, so that other cultures don't know they're speaking to each other. More so, like back when like we were very like nomadic, tribal people. Like it's definitely easier to be like, oh, I know this person's with me because they said this, which means this, or made this noise, which means this. But dang, is it ever hard to like track crap anymore? Especially, and it only gets harder as the world continues to blend. Like one of the like coolest articles, or not really cool, it's sort of like scary, but like with the evolution of technology and all these different new ways of transportation and like quicker transportation around the world, we're actually the genetic code from one person to another, like it's still different, but it actually, the amount of difference between each person is like gradually decreasing genetically, which like is theoretically a bad thing, because because if you get like vaccinations and stuff, like, or not vaccinations, like in terms of the disease, like it's basically called, it's a bottleneck effect, basically, where like for whatever reason, despite how massive we are, we're forcing ourselves into a situation where like one thing could come by, and unless there's exactly one person that just has enough difference, or well, technically two people that are both of age able to have kids would be required. Well, two people actually wouldn't be enough to reproduce an entire population, but anyway, you get what I mean. Yeah, it just can be bad. There's a lot of science, I almost said suance. Derp. My team is Aaron Fernape, Rhyhorn, Altaria, Gastrodon, and Carnivine. Wait, only Rhyhorn? You're not evolving it anymore? I thought about using Jirachi, but like I am super anti-legendaries, anti-mythicals, so like, eh. Yo, I'm back. Welcome back, Wombats. Hopefully food. What did you make for food? And hopefully it was good. I told you 7K, you will get Mewtwo. Bruh. Possible burger and fries. Ooh. I haven't had the Impossible Burger. You need to get work done also? What kind of work? Is it secret work? You had a realization while cooking? What was that realization? That you're a god and a legend? Super secret work? Uh-oh. Bro, Tasty Burger slaps hard. Wait, what's Tasty Burger? I've also never had, who can't cook? Me? I can cook. I can grow like a madman. I can smoke like a madman. I can cook all the seafood in the world. Nah, never had a Tasty Burger. Oh, the realization is the super secret work thing. Oh. Like super secret work thing as in like job stuff, or like super secret work thing as in like stream stuff? Podcast stuff. Well, okay. Add it to the list of things I need to check after. Maybe yeah, exactly. Yeah. So like that's what so Alex, with Haitian, the Haitian language, they call it Creole because of the French and Caribbean Spanish mixed together, but it's not like just, it's like French, Spanish, Portuguese, English, German. Like, there's so many languages mixed into it. It's insanity. And that's what I was talking about. Like, there needs to be like be a more like definitive line in linguistics, because especially in the Western Hemisphere, there's so many different influences because of the colonization era, where you have pretty much every country in this hemisphere has so many different ways to speak. It's insanity. Including your pants. What about my pants? I have sweatpants on. Because I'm a legend. And legends wear sweatpants. No, actually, I just really like sweatpants. Especially when I can just wear sweatpants. I have to check them. For what? My shiny luck? Bah, bah, bah. 33, 34, 35. My pants are currently... It was a reference to earlier. No idea. Donkey Kong, let's go. Also, how you getting Carnivine? Because I feel like that's a rough one. Unless you got really lucky the first time you went to Great Marsh. Otherwise, you have to, like, check back on the game, like, every day until you get a Carnivine to show up. Which is just rough and painful. Actually, I don't even think I've gotten a Carnivine to show up yet, so I've just had, like, that bad of luck. There's a rare spawn that may not spawn on certain days. In where? Oh, the underground? This song? Nah, this is Cranky Kong soon. Tune from 64. Does cola mean tail? In what? Oh, I have no idea. I don't know Spanish. Sometimes I wish I do, just because, like, how many people speak Spanish in the country, but also at the same time, a lot of like in academia, it's usually more looked better upon, especially now at this point that Spanish is considered a primary language of the country, to know something that isn't Spanish. Because, like, everyone's learning Spanish. So, like, learn Italian, learn French, learn German. Like, learn something that not everyone's speaking, but, like, it's still useful. Yeah, I'm not sure if it is or not. I know someone who learned Latin, and I was like, yeah, okay, you're going into science, which he didn't go into science. He dropped out of school after his sophomore year. But then I'm like, well, now you really don't need to know Latin. Like, what are you going to do with Latin? Yes, cola is Spanish in tail. I said that way wrong. Cola in Spanish means tail. I said cola and tail means Spanish. Wow. Phalanx, bruh. Hold on. We getting ourselves a Phalanx. Gotta do the Mudkip first, though. Pokey catch. Phalanx. Phalanx. There we go. Oh, wait. Actually, I put Pokey catch Phalanx. Huh. I meant to put Pokey catch. Game, you're telling me I can't catch a Phalanx with a Phalanx? I feel robbed. If you get Mewtwo, why you adding why are you making Mewtwo spelled like Me6? If you get Mewtwo at 6666, you are definitely the devil. I mean, I always call myself a luck-sucking demon, so like, sure. I wasn't sure because they named Dragon Tail something different. Oh, okay. Yeah, it's because so like Dragon Tail's an adjective technically, since like it's like saying blue tie, like it's a specific kind of tie. So they usually make a different word for it, especially like when it comes to animals or like mythos and stuff. I don't know, it's just Latin. I don't get it. Cause suffer like I did when I played Fallout 4 and beat the game with no weapon. You did not have to suffer. That is not your, that was your own doing. I'm not suffering anymore. It's over. The suffrage is over. Now it's just, one day we'll get it, and, when that day happens, I will just be very happy. One day or any time or whatever. BS? Nah. No BS. You have to, Matt, you have to experience a long shiny hunt to understand the roller coaster of emotions. Dragon means dragoon in that Spanish. Oh, okay. Interesting. Well, I don't shiny hunt for this very reason. I mean, not every shiny hunt goes to 6,638 on 1 in 1,300 odds. It's just a rare occurrence. I'm in like the top, honestly, probably like top 2% at this point. He's just unlucky. It's technically luck at this point. So like, I'm technically very lucky because very few people actually make it to this point. But I'm technically unlucky because I haven't gotten the shiny. Like, unlucky sort of like you lose the 50-50, but it's still under odds. Lucky is when you get to like the top 5% of unluckiness. And then you're lucky you've gone this far type thing. You're like luckily unlucky type of thing. It's very complex. Language, dude. English. Beyond 2, yeah, exactly. Beyond 2 standard deviations. I am statistically significant. At this rate, we'll be statistically significant at 3 standard deviations, which is like 99%. Classic, you never answered if you're going to evolve the Rhyhorn or not. It makes me scared that you're not going to evolve the Rhyhorn. But if you actually get it past 8,000, I think past 8,000 I'd be like, whoops. I'm pretty sure past 8,000 is like actually like 99, top 1% in the world or something like that. Like, it's pretty late for a shiny Charm hunt. For reset shiny charm hunt. I'm actually passing Jacob, the guy I was talking about Jackson introduced me to. I'm gonna pass his longest reset shiny charm reset hunt tonight actually. His longest one is 6,685, which we'll see that number tonight. I will evolve Rhyhorn. Lit. How do you get a protector in BDSP? Do you have to like collect it off of a Pokemon like with the other ones? My guess is 8092. Okay. Post game methinks. Oof. Like Battle Zone. I know the original game you didn't get it till the Battle Zone. It was in like the desert part of the battle zone. It was just sort of chilling there. But I know a lot of like Magmarizer. You can get Magmarizer pre Elite Four National Dex. You just have to find a Magby, which is a super rare because it's not National Dex. And then after you find the Magby and you catch one, if you want the Magby, you have to hunt for more Magby and then start using Thief on them to try to steal Magmarizer off them at like 5%. So I'm curious if like Rhyhorn's the same way where it can just like randomly hold the Protector. Because you can get the Razor Claw for Weavile pretty early too, and that used to be a post-game item. Calling it 7K. Well, we'll see, Matt. We'll see. Monday stream, we're really going after this Mewtwo. I am. I'm going to be doing a Monday stream this week and next week, Vaughn. Next week, though, is a Hyrule Field. Gotta replay Ocarina of Time. True. It is a good game. Even though I've never finished it. Let me get it 9999. Bruh. Look, I'm already cursed enough. I don't need more curses. I've broken the one curse, which is I'm not gonna get it. That no one's gonna get it till like 3K. But no, it wasn't 3K. It was 5K. I think. No, it was 3K. I think that's what Ann said was 3K. I don't know. It was something like that. That was the only curse holding me back. How about Mewtwo Mondays? No, next Monday is not going to be a Mewtwo because we're doing a shiny race. I mean, if something happens with Wombats, I'll do Mewtwo Mondays when the semester starts back up. But when I'm home, I try to limit myself to 3 days a week. And it's just been hard figuring out about my schedule. It's been very hard figuring out my schedule and getting used to like getting back to the groove of being a busy person, because for the past year I was not a busy person. So because if I do any more than 3 days, and I don't really get like I get time to spend with my family, but not as much as I want to spend, because I'm only home for like a month until and friends. Unacceptable? Nah. Yeah, I definitely do not dislike mine. I very much enjoyed mine's company. I also have a very large family. My mom is the youngest. Well, no, my mom's the youngest of 11. So, And my dad's like immediate family isn't very large, like in terms of like my dad, my uncle, and then my grandparents. But like on my grandfather's side is very large. Yeah, that's not a bad idea, especially if I don't have Mewtwo by the time I return back. That's actually a really good idea, though. I might do that. What is going on? Oh boy. Guess I gotta go get tested for COVID, guys. I just got an email from the university saying that I was in the contacts with someone who has contracted COVID, and because I'm vaccinated, I have to get tested within 5 to 7 days. I'm back. Welcome back, Wombats. I just learned that I have to get tested for COVID because I've been in contact with people that tested positive. Oh, sorry to hear. Yeah, I mean, it happens. Oh, fun indeed. It's one of those things where it's like, oof. But also one of those things where it's like, as someone who's really into diseases, it's just like, whatever. Yeah, I am vaccinated. But so that's the thing with, so I have a big pet peeve. So the one thing I do have a big pet peeve about is like, it's more like there's this weird like demeanor about the getting vaccinated and like what it does to you for this virus, because it's more like the flu, right? Like you can still get it, it just lowers the symptoms. And so it is a good thing they told me to get tested, because I very well could have it. But I hate when people are like, oh, I'm vaccinated, so I'm not going to get tested, even though I had contact with someone. Like, no, you can still get sick. Like, it's not like a polio vaccine where, like, you just cannot get polio anymore type thing. But, it happens. Right now, you don't have to see her. No. I'll still, it's only if I'm positive that I have to quarantine. But, yes, very fun, Vaughn. I'm back. How to make a phone call. Ooh, is it a special phone call? Do I get to know what the phone call is, Wombats? Hi, back. I'm Dad. Ha ha ha. You think you're mighty clever, don't you, Matt? You son of a gun. Yeah, I'm in you can have to stream. All right, cool. But yeah, so I also I knew it was coming eventually, because one of my fellow graduate assistants had a student come to class and test positive the day that they came to class. Like, they went to class, they weren't feeling well, got tested after class, and turned positive. Which, obviously, like, you're in a time where you shouldn't be going anywhere while you're sick. He ended up, he went to the doctor because he lost his voice. Actually, like, had laryngitis. Like, the doctor diagnosed him with laryngitis, and his COVID test was negative, so he came to class afterwards. And then over this past weekend, he tested positive. So, yeah. It's going around, and it's even worse up here because of the whole, like, anime convention thing that happened. So, like, I literally get emails, like, or texts every day because of what happened with that. Oh boy. So I guess I gotta do that tomorrow now. Fabulous. It's really sad you can't mass gather anymore like the old times. You can still mass gather. You just gotta do it certain ways. It also depends like who you're mass gathering with. So like I said, I have a very big family. So we still mass gather, but like you're private property, so it's you do what you want to do type thing. Damn. That was very savage classic. That's I'm not I'm not encouraging you to forge charge a stage. Also, like, none of those people at that were like properly handling the guidelines they were given and stuff, so they're also like just randomly under hive mind after a while. It got messy really quick. Hive mind just be too OP sometimes. I think that's like the annoying part about like any situation like that, because I mean obviously it's not the first time a situation like that has ever happened at a concert. Like it's a concert, like stuff happens, but like they want to like point a finger at a single person, and it's just like that's not how psychology works and sociology works. Like it was probably like a group of like 10 people did something that no one knows about, and then just like because other people started joining those 10 people out of nowhere, it just started like a mob or hive mentality. It just happens. We're social organisms. That's how it be. Yeah, no, yeah. The crushed part isn't normal, but the trampling part is. Well, normal. Like not every concert you go to is gonna have it. For example, if you ever go to a concert in Pennsylvania in the middle of the winter, there's probably not going to be trampling because everyone's too drunk and can barely stand. That's just how Pennsylvanians work. Like, no joke though, anytime you see there's a concert in the middle of winter in Pennsylvania, the artist will straight up tell you at the concert they come here during the middle of winter because drunk Pennsylvanians are the hardest crowd you'll ever face. It's so funny. I've been to 2 concerts in the middle of winter in PA, and both of them have said that. Oh. Yeah, they want a tough crowd. I mean, if you want to know how your concert's gonna go, if you need to change anything, that's a smart thing to do. Because they always come like they always go to a northern state. I don't know if you like notice that, but if they start a tour in the winter, they always start north, because if you start north, you get your rougher crowd because it's in the middle of winter. The only things you can do are like drink at a concert and sing along. So, and then if the concert doesn't go well, then you just slightly change it. Or it means if this concert went okay, that means it's going to go really well once you get down south and people can be outside and do other things. It's really cool, actually. I've like never thought about that until the first concert I went to and the artist talked about it. That one was a country concert, so it's like even more testy because like people were more heavily drinking than like other concerts. Whoops, that's not what I wanted. Huh. New game. Buggies. What is my phone blowing up for? Oh, never mind. It's all over this freaking thing that's happening. Ba-da-da. Sorry, I was people were asking who was possibly positive and stuff, so we're gossiping. The noise is Chrono Trigger. I learned something about Titan today. This is something you might be interested in. Titan, like the game Titan? What about it? Or like the Moon Titan? It has molten water under it? Bruh, what? That's nutty. That's crazy that it's that hot. Where did you read, where was that at? NASA? Nice. Is that like part of the new satellite stuff? I know there's like a crap ton of fun new pictures with the satellite. It's really lit. I want to read up on it more, but I just haven't had the time. Maybe. Liddy. Whoops, I did not want to start that yet, because I didn't shrink yet. Hey, water's water. Just need to wait for it to cool. True. Water do be just water. Just need for a wait for me. That makes me wonder if there's fish or something in that water creating the methane. Probably not. So fish don't have the capability to live in that. It's probably bacteria. Fish also just can't create methane. In that type of environment. Like, they can't survive. So it'd be bacteria, because bacteria can create a lot of methane too. It'd be extremophile bacteria, archaebacteria. Because archaebacteria, one of their thingies they let out is methane. Depending on the species. Because we do know, like, bacteria and stuff exist on other... Or not necessarily exist, but, like, there's been signs of bacteria out that far in space. Especially, like, with Mars. Yeah, they'll be capable of surviving molten temperatures. It's less of, like... Oh, it's not possible for fish to eventually evolve that. It's more of, regardless of how it works, it's been theorized in science based on, regardless of what the organic chemical is, it's impossible for, like, that to happen. Like the bodies are too complex to survive at that temperature. Like, it can survive, like, near and around the temperature, but not, like, directly in it. Well, we found the source of what's the source of the methane? What is this magical source you speak of, Alex? Also, carbon's just too amazing. Freaking the fact that, like, oh, here's random moon of... Taking the moon of what? Jupiter, right? Here's random moon of, like, Jupiter, Saturn, something like that. And, like, here we are. Do you know the snail with a shell made of iron? No question mark? Not yet. Saturn? Okay. I don't think I do. I know we saved a snail from extinction. It's like a few, like a 15th of the size of a quarter or something like that, and we saved it from extinction. It's called the scaly foot gastropod. Really? Yo, Ghosty, what's up? Welcome, welcome. What you doing? How's your lovely Monday now? There's also this really cool... Okay, so it's not cool because it's invasives. Invasives are usually not good for the environment. But it's really cool because... It's really cool because, like, the snail has the capability to both filter feed and, like, eat normally. It's so awesome. Like, it's one of the coolest things in the world. But it's obviously, like, really bad because it's invasive. And because of its ability to do both, that's why it's invasive. Oh, you got the guac stuff, Ghosty. Let's go. Check Discord, Clippy. Doing okay, and you? I'm doing pretty good, Ghosty. I had one class today. Then I watched the Loud House live action. And then pretty much all I did, I think. Now I'm doing this. Oh, I started working on a Kahoot that I have to finish after stream while I do laundry. Oh yeah, and then I gotta get tested tomorrow, so that's something. That's good, yeah. Random moon of Saturn might have bacteria. Oh, let's go. That's pretty pog. Now we just need to learn how to make space travel that doesn't take like years. Lit. Litty, litty, litty. That sounds lit. Awesome, Wombats. You're a legend. If you need me to do anything, just let me know. But, like, besides my existence. Alright, everyone ready for the 4 6s? We almost there. We got one more encounter, and then we got 6 6 6 6. If you haven't mentioned the thing today, you wanna? Oh, right. You're right. Alright, guys. I'm gonna be mentioning this pretty much every day until we start it. And even when we start it, I'll mention it until we start like getting a lot of auto reminders set up. So starting soon, me, Wombats, and Shiny Luck Alfred will be doing a podcast with each other called Rayquaza Radio. It's gonna be a bunch of random topics that we get from each other. Obviously Pokemon, opinions on different games, opinions on just random things in life. Just like a fun random podcast we're gonna do to help spread, grow each other's communities and also spread our communities to each other. It's gonna be a blast, so keep updated with it. I'm gonna update you as we go along with it all. But yeah. Oh boy indeed, Vaughn. Oh boy indeed. If you get Mewtwo on 6666, I'm gonna laugh my ass off. Yeah. Yes, there is now a Twitter. I didn't know if you wanted to say anything, but there is now a Twitter account for it. It's called Rayquaza Radio. So just search Rayquaza Radio and Discord and Twitter, and you can find it. I haven't even found it myself yet because it's recently made. Because some of the Wombats and Alfred, or Wombat sat down and made it while we were sitting here. So go give it a follow. We'll be posting tweets eventually as we work out our schedules more and more to match stuff up. I'm in hamster wheel brain mode as usual. Fair enough. Might not even be liquid methane. It might be methane mixed in ethane. Dang. That'd be nutty. Alright, here we go. I'm just gonna let the cutscene play because it's a very special number. Nada. There's nothing, Matt. Nothing there. No, no shiny Mewtwo at all 6s. Big Rippo. Big Clippy Rippy. What the? Oh my lord. Oh my lordy lord. There you go, Matt. We're gonna get it now. It's one after the number. Anytime there's a really good number, we always get it one after or one before if we get it near the number. So we're clearly just gonna get it now. No, it's okay. Why do you want the shiny? They don't do anything more than base Pokemon. That's where you're wrong, Matt. They do a lot more than base Pokemon. Freaking the journey to making a shiny Pokemon, and also the bragging rights. See, so with this Mewtwo hunt, not only do I have bragging rights about like, oh, I got shiny Mewtwo. It's also bragging rights that I got shiny Mewtwo in this many encounters. So like you're obviously unlucky taking this long, but like the amount of bragging rights you have by saying you took this long is actually really interesting. So like there's this weird like there's like these weird spots in the shiny hunting community where like there's a point where you can brag early on, and then just sort of like whatever, and then there's a point where you can brag like super off in the distance when you get too long, like stuff like this. It's part of that whole super lucky unluckiness type thing. I wonder if Titan was a planet that got trapped in Saturn's orbiting. Maybe. $69, nice. Plus shine introduced Liddy. For the most part, it's just fun to do. I very much heavily like games where I get to grind things out, which is why I like MMOs. I just don't play them that often because they're too much of a time sink. That is true. Chain shinies do have higher base stats totals, especially with radar. In the case of Mewtwo, though, it's literally just like complete randomness. There's no like, I mean, I think it does have a set amount of IVs, but like, it's nothing like, oh, guaranteed 4 IVs or anything. But yeah, with radar, you do get specific IVs. Well, I think it's the 10th, 30th, and 40th Pokemon, and then there might be one at 50, and then after 50, it's 100. Whoops. Do they have increased odds in I can't even think of what it's called. Sword and Shield? Like, I know Radar does, but I can't remember if like Sword and Shield does. I think you have to get like the Stinky Mons for increased stats. Or like you have to kill like X amount in a row, like part of that increasing the stinkiness. I don't know, I don't remember. I don't do like VGC, so I don't keep track of it. Unless like it's super obvious. Well, yeah, I know DA's does, but there's a way when you do KO method that you can also increase stats, but I don't remember what it is. But yes, I know DAs have guaranteed stats. The Dynamax Adventures Dens have guaranteed stats. Like anything involving Dynamax Pokemon has guaranteed stats. I'm not colorblind? No, I'm not colorblind. Okay, weirdly enough, Kawa, I actually do have a friend that is colorblind and he can't see green. But I am not. Yeah, I think Anne was colorblind and had trouble telling the difference from Mewtwo. Oh, really? I didn't know they were. If not Anne, someone that I talked, someone at the time I talked about it. Oh, okay, gotcha. Yeah, I am fortunately not colorblind. Or this hunt would be something else. Not even just this hunt, like any hunt would be something else. Jeez, I couldn't imagine. I actually have multiple people I know that are colorblind. The one I always remember because like he jokes about himself being colorblind, and because he jokes about himself being colorblind, I always forget that he's colorblind. And then my brother has a friend that he's known since like late middle school, early high school, that he just learned was colorblind this past summer. That my brother just learned his friend was colorblind. Not that his friend just learned he was colorblind. Because they were looking at two sports cards. One was green, one was orange. And the dude was like, no, they look the same. Because he pointed at them both and was like, oh, look, I like the orange one better. And my friend's like, what orange one? Or his friend was like, what orange one? I also have, so I have this really cool game, and I sort of want to do, even though it's really messed up, I sort of want to do it with my friend who is colorblind. Basically, it's a giant board of like 200 plus colors. And all the only way you can, and it's like full shading colors. So like, you'll have one red that looks just like a slightly another red right beside it, but is like different enough. And you have to have like, I don't know how the game works. I haven't got a chance to open it yet because I haven't convinced anyone to play it yet because there's only like one of us that's actually really good with colors. But I think it'd be really fun once we finally crack it open. But you're only allowed to describe the color to the person with a single word. Oh, that's the pronoun. Then you can finish the pronoun. So like if you say Santa Claus, you can say Santa Claus. But otherwise, it's only a single word you can describe it with. And then from that single word, you had to pick out the proper one. So if I told you pickle, to your best judgment, you had to hope that what I think the green that matches the pickle is the same as the green you match with the color pickle. Hi, Kawa. Matt. Whoops. That's not bad. That's not bad. Based on how cold space is, Titan is actually warmer than space. Yes, Titan should be warmer than space. Especially if it has a molten center. Which, I mean, most things have molten centers, but it's on, like, far enough away to be colder than it. Oh, Ghosting, what have you been playing lately? Anything fun? How's the Spider-Man grind going? Thank you for the shiny luck, Ghosty. I appreciate it. I very much appreciate it a lot. Especially with this hunt. Mostly Battlefield. Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I've been playing Avengers a lot. I'm expecting you to like, I was expecting you to play a lot of Avengers because of Spider-Man. Which comes out next week! This one. I was like blanking on what I wanted to change. Here and there playing on the side, gotcha. Yeah, it I definitely feel like it's I think like if you played in increments, it's more fun than if you just like hardcore grind the game out. Paper Mario 64 supposedly being added to Switch Online. Oh, really? That's actually like huge. What? I mean, I probably still won't pay the amount that they're asking for it, but dang. Maybe because I don't have the money in me to do it. Hey, where the hydrate, Ghosty? Barrel. And there's the dab. The dab of all dabs. The Clippy God dab. Magby. Speaking of Magby. Oh. Classic. I forgot to ask earlier. Are you using pink or blue Gastrodon? Places in Space has ethane ice and or water ice, but if ethane is a liquid, then it's warmer than space. Yeah, right. That makes sense. Pink, good. I'm glad you have culture. There's your train horn, Matt. I also imagine you used it just because, like, you get blue Gastrodon super late into the game. So my struggle with Gastrodon is that, like, I really like blue Shellos first. There we go. I really like blue Shellos better than pink Shellos, but I really like pink Gastrodon more. I mean, it could be. I mean, the center of most planets are still molten. It's just like their surface is cold. And it just depends how much of that surface coldness is being thrown out into the rest of the planet. At least, like, from my understanding. I'm not a geothermal scientist or astrologist or any of that, but from the little bit I do know, that's my understanding of it. Funny how we were talking about planetary science with the moon. I know, right? I mean, it really is, though. It's like the best comparison to biology I could make for Titan is it's sort of like the mitochondria, where it's technically part of your cells, but it's also its own special thing. Because, like, the mitochondria used to be its own free living organism, and some bacteria decided to be like, hey, I'll keep you alive if you produce me energy. Yay, indeed. Do you like Magby a lot, Matt? What's the big gasp for? Oh wait, I'm an idiot. I just wait till 23 on 21. It's okay. It's OG Pog. Oh, the song? Luffy in the Fortress of Doom. I don't know. No, I definitely never played this game. Oh no, the emote. Oh. The OG Pog. Oh, I guess it is the OG Pog. The OGs. And then you have the even more OG Pogs with like the text emojis. I forget what they're actually called. Ones where you make the when you make faces with text, like with like characters. They're not called text emojis, but I call them text emojis because emojis is just an overused word at this point. Yeah, like that. No joke, even though it was... I had a weird vision at the start of that one where it showed up green and then, like, by the time it stopped the scream animation, that it was purple again. It's gotten to the point where I'm hallucinating, guys. That's my favorite one. It's that one and 0_0. Yeah. 0_circle or circle_0 is pretty lit too. Those are the ones where it's I had no idea what up there. Yeah, that's like the like what the heck did you just say look? And the other one's more like an all thing, like something really cool just happened. I'm gonna do 2 more Mudkip, then I'm gonna go on my bathroom break. And then we are halfway through the 50. Kirby music just be too good. God, I just can't wait for the new Kirby. I want to play Kirby now. Maybe I'll just like replay the 4-player one that I played by myself. Frick, man. So what exactly are you doing running into the Pokemon on Emerald? So I am looking for the Mudkip I throw out. I'm waiting for that to be shiny. And you have to hit it on a shiny frame, but you can't just reset it normally because the way framing works in Emerald, you start at the same frame every time you open up the game. So what I'm trying to get is a seed with an early shiny frame to get the Mudkip. And the timer just lets me like keep track of the intervals I'm doing at. So like when I go over and then I go back, because like when I was at 11, I accidentally, or when I did 7, or when I was at 607, I accidentally did 11. So that's when I got to 11, I went back to 7 because I missed that frame, and that there's a chance that it was shiny. Like that time check. So you just gotta wait for time to pass, and it's luck still. Like you gotta hope you get the shiny frame. And basically, when I finally hit a shiny frame, depending on when I go into the fight, I'm either going to get the Zigzagoon or the Mudkip on that frame, so. Alright, so that's going to be the last one I do for that. Oh. I don't know, but I might as well just take Mewtwo to 6690. It sounds confusing in hell. Yeah, it's pretty complex. It's why when I did Poke Radar last week, I didn't do Mudkip with it, because you have to pay attention to Radar pretty well, and you got to pay attention to the Mudkip really well because of the timing of it. So that's why I just did Radar by itself, even though I still want to do Radar. Like I would love to have done Mudkip when I did the Radar, but I know like that's a lot. I was doing radar and battling together today. Well, see, that's not too bad because like battling, it's not as mindful. Like you have to watch the timer. In this, you can normally battle. Like I could easily battle and do the radar at the same time, but radar mixed with the emerald hunt would be too much. There's just too many factors that go into the emerald hunt. I just also realized I went into the game. I didn't mean to do that. Alright, so I'll be right back. I'm gonna go on a bathroom break, refill some water, refill on coffee, all the fun stuff. And then I shall return. Maybe throw my clothes. No, I don't want to throw my clothes in the laundry because then they'll be stinky and dry by the time I'm done stream. I don't know. We'll see. Alright, but until then, BRB. Like Classic has like the type of humor I got. Like he's not a heavy memer. He just does a lot of like, it's a shiny Snover. Yes. Let's go. We got shiny Snover. We got some lovely game chops and lo-fi. Yo, shiny Ditto first encounter of the night. Let's go. No way. Oh, dude. First encounter of the night with shiny Ditto? Let's go! Dude. And where, like, people are mad. Dude, there's a green Zubat! I got a shiny Zubat! I got a shiny Zubat, dude. Look, the very right Zubat shiny. The shiny Zubat. Ah! Also Thanos. Boggers. Another shiny Zubat, dude! Ah! Ah! You want the Geodude of greatness. I feel like after I get this Geodude, if I don't have a Makuhita, I should just like sit in here until I get the Makuhita. Because logically speaking, I should have a shiny Makuhita at some point here before the Geodude. Especially since I haven't had a shiny in a while. Of course, I say, hey, we should have a shiny Makuhita, and then there's the shiny Makuhita. I'm just the gospel speaker. I just endlessly circle. Yo, shiny! Let's go! Yeah, legit, legit. Oh my god. Yeah, open up my stream. Oh my god. No way. Oh my god, I actually got it. Oh my god. Oh. Dude. Holy shit. Pokeball. Reverse Hollow Linoon? Yeah, Linoon. No! Bro! No! Holy shit! What? No! Oh my god! Dude! Holy shit! Bruh! Oh my god! Oh my god! Holy shit. Dude, I can't believe I just pulled the fucking full art shiny Charizard. You had faith? Yeah, right. What I got? 2 dabs? Dab.
The same friend also broke a 350 TV over Pokemon Let's Go. What? Who breaks a TV over Let's Go? Yo! Yo! Look! There it is! Let's go! Let's go! It's a shiny Delibird! Let's go! Let's go! Wait, that's shiny! That's shiny! Yo! 2 shinies that quick? What the fuck? That's a shiny Jinx! Yo! Oh my god. Holy shit. Holy f- That actually got a shiny that quick. That's crazy.
Oh, I almost left. Oh, shiny Pumpkaboo? What? What the fuck? What the fuck? Literally out of nowhere. What the hell? All right. I guess we got a shiny Pumpkaboo now. Sure. I mean, I'll take it. I mean, that's nice. I'll take shiny Pumpkaboo. Yes, sir. Yo, yes, finally! Holy shit! Holy shit! It's finally! Oh my god! It exists! It fucking exists! Oh, dude. And it's a male! And it's a fucking male! Thank God! Thank God! Oh, thank God! Oh, thank God! Oh my God!
So I actually have a story. I went for a walk one time with someone's phone. Oh! Let's go! Let's go! Yes! Let's go! Look at him right there! Let's go! Heck yeah! Let's go! I would argue that Vivian is hard to say because unless you like actually know it's supposed to be pronounced. Yo! Let's go! 40 freaking 7! Look at that shit! Grass encounter too. 2 shinies. Being like, hey, can you do this in case you're up before me? And she emails me. She emails up and I don't respond by the time you see the email. Because the last thing I need is to like, yo, let's go! Yes! There's Christmas. $2.99. That's so fucking early.
Can't you see he's the man? Let me hear you applaud. He is more than a man. He's a shiny gold.
We'll throw Premier Balls at it. I think Premier Ball would be good for a Rotom. Oh! Check that. I forgot to check if the Rotom we caught earlier has a mark. I want to check that quick. I doubt it. There wasn't anything like super special when we caught it. But oh no, it does have a mark. That's
More Pekka. Yo! Nuh-uh! No freaking way! Dude! What? Nuh-uh! No freaking way! No way! Please, oh my god! Dude, no way! I actually just pulled that card! Yeah, it counts as Rainbow Rare too, in my opinion. Dude! No freaking way! I just pulled that card! Holy shit! Oh my god, I hope someone clipped that. If you can. Oh my god. Oh, I can't believe I actually pulled that. I was saying last night, I was talking to Gimmicks, I'm like, Gimmicks, if I pull this this Eternatus card, I'm gonna go nuts. Oh, dude, that is, holy shit. Oh my god. That's actually insane. I just pulled that.
I don't think scenario 2 is any better. Alright, here we go. There we go. Wow, it lived. It fucking lived. Oh!
Clippy's back. Back again. Matt, I don't see you shaking your booty anymore, dude. You only shook it once. I feel lied to. What did I miss? Bunch of Pika booties. I'm gonna shake my booty till he back. As long as it doesn't fly off, that's fine. It may be gassy, angry Clippy, foofed. Matt tries to catch a Jinx and fails. Got it. Man, my parents went to bed. And everyone get a good ad for those that get ads. Anything super juicy, anything super weird. I know Wombat's got a really weird one the other day. It was it was definitely a special kind of ad. Oh, and then my snacks. I got I think I dropped one, I don't know. Rice Krispie treats, and they're like caked in like a cookies and cream one, and they got a second one because there's only like 4 in a pack. That's chocolate covered. Because Rice Krispie treats be too OP, and they're also soft and not crunchy. Oh, Matt! Oh, I forgot to ask before I went on break. What were you radar hunting the other day, Alex? Anything super pog? Are you like radar hunting your monotype team? Well, I guess technically you can't radar Chimchar. Everyone besides Chimchar. Man, Matt's really that frustrated about not getting the Pika. Very sad. You mustn't be mad, child. Oh, I know what I can talk about that I wanted to talk about. So you know I said I saw the Loud House live action movie? Yeah, so that was something else. A little background info in case like you don't know what the Loud House is. Freaking screw it. Get down here. The Loud House is we'll do that. That's probably loud enough. Like want it in the low 30s. That's high 30. There we go. The Loud House is a show about a middle child kid. I think he's the kid of like 11. Family of 13 because of his two parents. And basically, like, he's more or less trying to figure out his way in the world type deal. Because he doesn't know. Like, all his sisters are like super, like, have this unique thing about them. So, like, there's a scientist one, there's a fashionista, there's all that kind of stuff. There's just a bunch of different ones. And this is like a live action version of it. Don't know why they made a live action version of it, but whatever. Especially, like, I'm pretty sure the seasons are still going, like, it's not over. And what happens in this freaking show is that the oldest sister, who's off in college, which is canon with the actual, like, cartoon at the moment, she decides she can't come back because she has finals, which is 2 days before Christmas. First of all, that's insanity to have finals due like like the 23rd. That's nuts. Then she also has a winter golf tournament because she's like a golfer and is good, playing golf at college and stuff. So she makes it her goal to be like, hey, it's too busy for me. I'm gonna go visit my boyfriend. His name's Robbie. Robbie's family, and that's gonna be like Christmas because you guys are so far away and it'd be too much for me. And everyone's like super sad, but like are super supportive of her, except for the main character who's Lincoln. And then it comes to find out his family's like, oh, we should go to Miami because like, before that happens, two of his sisters are like, oh, well, we were invited to do X things on Christmas Day, so like, it's okay, we can do this now. And then the rest of his family, like his parents, are like, oh, well, everyone else who doesn't have plans, we can all go to Miami, and it's going to be this awesome treat. Well, instead, Lincoln's like, no, this is stupid because I bought this toboggan, which, by the way, it's not a toboggan, it's a sled. This 13-person sled. Also, by the way, the sled does not look like a 13-person sled the entire movie, until the very end. And he makes it his goal to more or less ruin Christmas for everyone else so he can keep his traditions, because he's not okay with them going to Miami and his family doing other things on Christmas than what the normal standard Christmas would be for them. I'm just like, what the hell? Like, the overall message at the end is okay. Like, the overall message at the end is like, although like things may change, like there's still, you'll always have family type thing. But like, the way they get to that point, like they get to that, is not very good. And it's very mixed and weird. And then at the very end, there's basically they're gonna drive the oldest sister back to college because part of his tricks is getting her home to prevent them from going to Miami and stuff. So he gets her home. He does all this stuff to get his one older sister, who's a comedic person, fired from her gig. It makes her mad at her grandfather because he was the one who set up the gig. He convinces a different older sister, who's like this musician, to break up with her girlfriend or not break up with her girlfriend, but not go to the ski lodge with her girlfriend, which is also the girlfriend breaking up with her. Yeah, I don't know. It's very like, wow, they are literally just telling the story about this character who just is gonna destroy Christmas because why the hell not? All out of selfish reasoning. It is a very, very different movie. And there's a little bit of like weird comedy here and there that actually makes it sort of funny. Like it's the comedy that like it shouldn't be funny, but is type of funny. I think I would watch it again just to like see how many things are wrong with it, because it's that kind of movie. Zigzagoon, let's go. I gave it like a 6 out of... No, I give it like a 6.5 out of 10. If the giant buildup at the end on the sled was better, or like for the sled scene was better, then I'd probably give it a 7 out of 10. But the CGI on that looked awful. Like, so they actually ended up making a... they're like, oh, we fixed your sled for you as your final Christmas present. So they fixed his sled for him. Or they fixed his sled for him to give it to him for Christmas. And he's like, oh, alright, let's all go sledding before we take everyone home and then we leave for Miami. And so it's this awful CGI scene of all 13 of them on a 13-person sled, not a freaking toboggan, because it's a freaking sled and they call it toboggan. They actually, it's really weird. So like the main character calls it a toboggan for like the first 10 minutes of the movie, and then randomly out of nowhere he switches to calling it sled. And it's just like, excuse me? You have to specifically mention Pokeball or Great Ball if you don't have Pokeballs. And then it's the most awful CGI scene ever. Like normally if you think about it, like, all right, you're staring at a slope, you just CGI the person down the hill. Well, they took this weird ass wonky angle and they CGI'd the sled going downhill, like diagonally down the hill. Like they fell like sideways diagonally. It was the ugliest thing ever. Granted, it's a Nickelodeon original movie type thing, but like, geez. I actually do enjoy the only reason I watched it, and I also watched their Netflix original movie they did, because I actually like really enjoy the show itself. Like it's really just like corny and funny. It's like, in my opinion, it's one of the like definitely one of like a better newer cartoon. It's also really done a really cool art style. It's done in like a comic book art style. Because Lincoln, the main character, really likes comic books, so. It's pretty litty. Man, classic. Couldn't even get the Zigzagoon. What's going on, dude? We can't catch community game Pokemon tonight. Mewtwo decided to not show up to the Cerulean Cave. Wow. Wow indeed, right? Alex, what are you radar hunting right now? I forgot to ask that earlier. So I went to 2 different jewelers to... You're leveling up, gotcha. Well, I know you said you were radar hunting and battling the other day. Different jeweler to pierce my ears. And one of them made me deaf, but I could remember which one it was, but then my earrings and I got a clue. What was the clue? Planning to start a jewelry business. If you want to help, give me a ring. Your boy can't afford jewelry to help start a jewelry business. You missed the pun? What was the pun? It must be a very hidden pun. No, I don't see it. Normally, I'm pretty good at picking out puns. It's the like straight jokes. But like, I live for dad puns, and I just don't see it in that one. No, I legit don't see it in that one. I'm sorry, Matt. My sense of humor is not broken. I bet you Classic could tell me a pun or a dad joke right now and I get it fully. Earring replace bell ring. Hold on. I gotta reread it. I'm too close to the time, then I'll reread it. Oh, okay. I see why I didn't get it now. You said if you said I could remember, but if it was I couldn't remember, it makes sense. It's one of those ones where like it has to be like there's certain words that you can't shorthand, and that's what caught me. Because it's like you're like, oh, I could remember, then it just like loses the whole point of the sentence at that point. I meant someone, what's up? Nah, it says, so I went to 2 different jewelers to price my ears. He actually said to picer my ears, and one of them made me deaf, but I could remember which one it, but then my earrings and got a clue. Very broken. My spelling, your spelling didn't exist. It wasn't bad, you just didn't spell. Oh, we were talking about dad jokes and puns, Classic. I mean, you sort of need to at least be like semi-right, like for jokes and puns to land. Like you gotta master the grammar, at least for the joke and pun. I got it. Fair enough. I still don't think even like with it didn't make sense, but my doctor prescribed me with daily sex. My wife insists it was dyslexia. I get that one. I know I corrected the part that was dyslexic, but that's funny. I told you, dude. It's not broken, Matt. That one's just a little too out there. Yeah, rearranging the letters of dyslexia, yeah. Yeah, exactly. I want to be cremated as it was my last so far smoking hot body. Nice. Easy clap. There you go. That one was good. Huh. Hidden ability. Exactly, classic. Hidden ability. I was trying to be, I think I thought about this, but like I was thinking about this as a possible study method too. I was considering making my students have like a Squid Game. Obviously not a deadly Squid Game. That's not okay. But it's like play random games, but a little hard to do that in a microbio lab. So that's why I did Kahoot. Also, I didn't want to do Jeopardy. I feel like Jeopardy is so meh. Like Kahoot, everyone's forced to participate. Like, even if like you don't know the answer, like you either give the answer or don't answer at all. You can get called. Well, you don't get called out for it unless you're doing it anonymously. Unless you're not doing it anonymously. But like when you do Jeopardy, like you can just sit in the back, do whatever you want, twiddle your thumbs, play Pokemon. Like unless you're like a club or something that is a common interest of everyone that the place, you're not gonna get full participation. Now the downfall to both of them is that you're actually like triggering competitive natures of people. So like there's a chance they just get the right answers, but it's out of competitiveness and they don't retain the information. But we'll see what happens. Bro, everyone I've been lurking for be dipping. This is recommended channels. No wonder I can't find who I was looking for. Dude, I legit thought that Mewtwo was green when I took my double take back. Oh, Twisted live. Of course you're gonna look for Twisted. What kind of monster do you think I am? Lurky lurks. There you go. I got my refreshed word lurks. English. Might have to get a snack when I'm done stream too. Like something that's like actually edible snacks, and not just like emptiness to put food in my mouth type of snack like the Rice Krispies are. I think because of like how little I ate. No, not that, Matt. Definitely not that. Yo, Moik, what's up? Yeah, yesterday, my mod Gimmicks, he's at work right now, but he gifted a sub to 4 people. Because I don't use that product at all. I've never tried it once or anything. I just refuse to. Because I don't wanna. Oh, I gotta think of next time he stops in. Yeah, he'll be back in probably next Sunday. If you stop by. He works night shift Monday through Thursday, and I don't stream Friday or Saturday. So I only normally get to have him in chat unless if he's off sick from work, if I go live early, or if he yeah, or if it's a holiday or something. But I will make sure to pass along the thank you as well. Whoops, that's the wrong one. I believe Christmas is less than 19 days away. Oh yeah, I guess today is the 6th. Dang. That is crazy, actually. I always feel like the last half of the fall goes by so fast. Like, it's the week of Halloween, and then it's just like Christmas all of a sudden. It's just zoomies. It's like you had a full movement speed character with Yumi attached to him. Just full speed with Predator. But yeah, how are you doing today, Moink? Up to anything super pog? Play any Overwatch today? Or in a while in general? I know most people that play Overwatch haven't like touched it in a really long time, including myself. I got 2 shinies today. I'm doing great. Yo, let's go. What 2 shinies? I cannot say I've gotten 2 shinies today. I wish I could. Mr. Vincent Gassy, yo, let's go. What game did you get him in? BDSP? You got 1 shiny today? Yo, let's go. Classic, what shiny? Nice, nice. How'd you get him? Were you doing underground stuff or were you doing above ground stuff? Like radar. Steelix and Go, lit. Yeah, classic. I was sitting with my cousin at lunch yesterday. And he got an Onyx and a Tauros. He got an Onyx right before we got our food, and he got a Tauros right after we got our food. And then freaking, I don't know if you saw in chat, classic, but Blue got a Natu, I think a week and a half ago. Freaking insanity. Meanwhile, I haven't touched Pokemon Go since the last event. The BDSP event. Or, not the last event, because they have events literally every time one ends now. Which I think is sort of annoying, but... If you have to get a shiny Tauros, I hate that I don't have a shiny Natu. Yeah. Shiny Natu is like really hurtful, just because how often they spawn. Yo, Jay, what's up? How was stream? What's up? What's up? Welcome, Raiders. My name's Clippy. Clippy Clipster, whatever you want to call me. I am a shiny hunter / Pokemon whatever else content creator. Right now we are doing my forever lasting Mewtwo hunt that we've been doing since Week of Legends July. What the hell was that? Well, I apologize for the echo. I don't know what happened there for a second. Make sure everyone goes follow Jay. He's a really fun person to sit and chat with while he shiny hunts. And a really cool guy. So make sure you go give him the fabulous follows. What were you up to in stream today? Ah, don't drift. I beggeth of you not to drifteth. You're welcome, Jay. You're welcome. Ah. I'm guessing you were shiny hunting today again? Or shiny hunting today? Not again. But I say again like, oh, you're shiny hunting again. Meanwhile, I've been shiny hunting for too long. I got my shiny Baneri and BDSP so I can actually play the game. Yo, let's go. What, did you shiny hunt the starter too? Or were you just going for Baneri? I know I played the game for a week. Like, I gave myself like a week break because of Thanksgiving. And then, so I didn't start my starter hunt till last week. I'm only like 205 in. And like the last half of streams this week are going to be all Turtwig and Mudkip instead of Mewtwo and Mudkip, so. Oops. No, I was going to sit at the beginning, no, I was going to sit at the beginning of the game. What, you don't like Briefcase Simulator? It's fantastic. Yeah, that's why I played through the game first. So I actually have, I don't know if you have both Diamond and Pearl, but I have both Diamond and Pearl. So I played through the game on Pearl, so I do radar hunts sometimes too. And then when I'm not playing Pearl, I'm usually doing my Turtwigs. And the radar hunt's sort of like a break in between it all, or Mewtwo. Maybe I will when I get Pearl, fair enough. Oh, so you're playing on Diamond, lit. I actually got the double pack from Pokemon Center, and again, I'm annoyed with that situation, that's for sure. I actually keep forgetting to send emails out and stuff. Figuring I had to wait a whole week for the game I pre-ordered back in August. So to play it, instead of getting it release day, which as promised, I had to get it a week later. So then freaking out here having to spend extra money on a digital copy so I could stream it for an hour and a half the night of release. Yup. Oh, you got caught in that situation too? Do you still not have yours yet? I know a lot of people, when that happened, they just canceled the pre-order and went to GameStop and stuff. Because like all the GameStop, Walmart, Target, like all of them had, and Best Buy, all of them had so many freaking extras, but they couldn't freaking ship out all those in time. But then you go on Reddit and you see people with like 2 double packs and 2 sets of plushies and stuff like that. It's just like, really, come on. You didn't get double pack? Okay, gotcha. Or like there was the rumor going around that they accidentally sent out too many Turtwigs. Like, how do you accidentally send out more Turtwigs than the other starters? It should be just like complete random which one gets thrown in with single people. But I wanted the plushies too bad, so I guess I get what I get. Because they love Turtwig. I mean, they do love Turtwig too much. I agree, though. I love Turtwig. He's the starter I played through the game with. And he's the one I'm shiny hunting, but... Who is the starter you picked? I like Chimchar more. I think Chimchar's design so bland. I think of the 3, Monferno has the best design, and then Infernape and Chimchar are just sort of meh. They look, in my opinion, they have a very Gen 1 design, and like by the time the games came out, like I obviously wasn't expecting a Gen 1 design, even though I was a little kid, so. Chimchar, I love the fire boy. Nice, nice. You leave the monkey alone. I mean, I don't pick on the monkey as much as I pick on Chikorita. So as long as you're not a Chikorita fan, you're good. Because Chikorita's just hot garbage. Bayleaf's lit, but Chikorita and Meganium are oof. And like its whole point in the game is actually like it's probably the most useless starter in its game of all the games too. I don't think Monferno has a Gen 1 design. Monferno is more, like, unique. Infernape and Chimchar are very Gen 1. If anything, Infernape's a little Gen 2. Chimchar is very Gen 1, though. Oh, heck yeah. The God song. Freaking the God route. I'm not a huge fan, but I still like it. Chikorita. I mean, it's still like cute. Like it's a cute Pokemon. It's just like its place in the game is pretty useless. Like there's not really a point in Gen 2 where you actually need a grass type. And by the time you get to a point where you might need a grass type, you have different Pokemon that are better at covering that option, stuff like that. The Fire Tail, how is not a Monkey Charmeleon? Every fire type though has a fire tail. Like if it's a Pokemon with a tail, except for like Pignite, it has a fire tail. And like Pignite and Incineroar, even though they don't have a fire tail, it's just because of lore reasons. So Like a fire tail isn't Gen 1 like. A fire tail is just like, where else do you put fire on a monkey? Because Infernape's is on his head, which is a very Gen 1 thing to do too. And Monferno's is its tail too. Yeah, and Magmar. But that's what I'm saying though, like all fire types have a fire tail. Like even if it's not literal fire, it just looks like fire. That's not a Gen 1 thing, that's just the Pokemon thing. Saying a Pokemon's a Gen 1 design isn't based on features, it's based on like the entire art as a whole. They're very simplistic designs for being what, a 10-year-old company at that point? Yeah. Roughly. No. Because it came out in 2008. So, right? 2008? Yeah. So, a 12-year-old company. There's only 5 Pokemon with a tip on the tail. Well, the entire Charizard line, so that's 3. Rapidash and Ponyta, that's 5. Monferno and Chimchar, that's 7. So there's way more than 5. Magmar. Yeah, I said Ponyta too. Their tails are made of fire? No, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if the tail's made of fire or if it's fire on the tip of the tail. Like, it's fire on the tail. That's the category that you're discussing. You said a fiery tail. So any sort of fire that creates a tail, whether it's just on the tip or the tail, is included in that. No, you said the fiery tail. How is it not a monkey Charmeleon? And fiery tail could be anything that's just the tip or the entire thing. Ba, 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 ba. Oh, this is another one up. Yeah, thus the tip is included. And even if the whole, like what Classic said too, even if it is like the whole tail is fire, that means the tip is also still fire. So oh. What song is this? Oh, Fire Emblem? What kind of game is this? Is fire on the same... Wait, with fire on the tail design? Okay, fire on the tail design, yes. But, like, that doesn't mean that it's Gen 1-like. Like I said, Gen 1-like isn't based on the traits, because if we're talking about traits, then every Pokemon is Gen 1-like. Because every Pokemon has some sort of trait shared with a Pokemon from Gen 1. Because it's Pokemon. It's Gen 1 Monferno and Infernape and Chimchar are Gen 1 designs just because of the art style that they are made in, not because of characteristics. Monferno doesn't have an entire art design that looks like Gen 1. It has an art design that looks like Gen 2 or Gen 3. Just because of, like, it has all, like, the markings all over its body and stuff like that. Compared to, like, Gen 1 Pokemon are very simplistic. Like, they are what their design is, and that's it. They don't have a lot of markings on them and different ways to express their personalities. Infernape is obviously less Gen 1 than Chimchar is, but Chimchar is very Gen 1. Psyduck is definitely very Gen 1. For 2 reasons. One, the design, where you look at a Psyduck, it's a Psyduck, you can't really tell much about the personality besides its hand placement. Because that's how Gen 1 showed personality of Pokemon. It was based on stances and not how, like, designs on the body. They just weren't that advanced yet in their design quality. And it's on the Gen 1 Pokedex. I will say, though, of the 3 of them, they aren't my least favorite starter form. My least favorite starter form is easily Prinplup. It's so lazy. Like, Chimchar and Infernape are simplistic, but they're not lazy. Prinplup's lazy. It's like thwacky. It's not quite that thwacky level of lazy, but it's lazy. Thwacky is probably the laziest, it's like, starter evolution ever. It's literally just elongated furry Grookie with another stick. Actually, Servine might be lazier than it. It's just larger Snivy. with a leaf blade on its tail. Or large, no, Snivy has a leaf blade on its tail too. It's just a larger leaf blade. So Thwacky and Servine are probably the 2 laziest. Oh yeah, Ivysaur is pretty simple too, yeah. Just larger Bulbasaur. I don't think Ivysaur is as lazy though. And I hate to, like, bring up the whole, like, design thing, but again, their design points weren't up to speed at Gen 1 because it's the first gen. But you think Piplup missing the Ice type or Fairy type? I think it makes sense that it's Steel type based on lore. It wouldn't make sense to be an Ice or Fairy type based on it, or Flying type based on its Pokedex entry. And it's a Penguin, so Flying type definitely wouldn't make sense. It's a bird, but not all birds fly. Yeah, exactly what Matt said, but do penguins fly? It's like saying, it's like saying Doduo should be a ground type because although ostriches know how to glide, they can't fly. You know that Digless... You're one of those people, Matt, that you see Diglett's nose as a mouth. I see you over here. If you're gonna pick that be 4 types, you skip the gen. Oh, I know. We don't need to talk about that gen. Well, right, but that's not flying though, it's swimming. They're 2 very different things. The way you shape yourself while swimming and the way you move and propel yourself while swimming are 2 very, very different things. It's very different. Plus, like I said, the Steel type makes sense because it's just, it has this whole, like, royalty lore with it, how it wants to be independent. And so, like, by the end, it's the king. So it gets Steel because it's a knightly king and honorable despite its independency and stuff like that. So it just works too well with lore. Grass and Rock likes underwater and attacks with acid, right? Yeah, I know. Cradily is something else. Hey, as long as everyone understands the ones... Mine are the ones Mantine is flying somehow. Yeah, I don't like Mantine being flying. I never talked about typings on stream before, but I don't think Mantine should be flying. Yeah, yeah. Well, Gyarados is because it's supposed to be based on a dragon. That's the only, like, that's literally why it's flying type. And it's the stupidest thing in the world. Like, it should not be flying. No, it doesn't. It learns dragon type moves and all that fun stuff. But like, let's make it a flying type. Like, for real though, the only water flying type should be Ducklet. Because it's the only one that makes sense. Like, I get why they made Mantine a flying type, because unlike penguins, they actually do look like a freaking bird. But, my god. Delibird flies. Delibird learns flying type moves and can fly. He flies in the anime. But still, it's like, Mantine should not be a flying type. Delibird can indeed fly. The only 100% flying Pokemon that can't fly that is acceptable as a flyer is Hawlucha. I don't think it should though. Penguins don't look like they're penguins don't look like they're flying when they're in the water. It's only like very precise, like you have to take very precise pictures to make them look like they're flying. Otherwise they're literally just a torpedo shape. Like they don't move their wings or anything. Like, it's one thing if it's like Mantine, because like manta rays have like those wings and they actually move them up and down. Penguins don't really do that. They just sort of like dive and then come back up. They like flap to come back up. But like that's no different than me or you flapping our arms to come back up. And we're not going to be flying types. As long as you don't say that Dhelmite should be a steel type, we're good. Then you're just wrong. Why is Geodude a ground type? Yeah, well, wait, what do you mean why is it a ground type? Because it floats? Which again, it only floats in the games. Like, it doesn't float in the anime or anything. I don't know why the anime is so, like, consistent on it floating. Why does Electros have levitate? Shouldn't every rock type be a ground type? I agree. Like, Rock and Roller should have a ground type, but it doesn't. Yo, Queen, thank you for the follow. Also, you're the 3rd follower, so that means we get to open another pack of cards. I'm gonna finish this encounter for Mudkip, and then we'll open the cards. But welcome. What is your favorite shiny Pokemon, and what is your favorite Pokemon? Also, I hope you're enjoying BDSP. We're taking a break from that at the moment to get a Mewtwo we've been doing since July, but overall has been fabulous. Ground type makes sense. For which Pokemon though? Because some Pokemon are ground type and they shouldn't be ground type. Right, well yeah, it makes sense for Golem. Well, that's what I was saying. Like, Geodude makes sense to be a ground type. It's just that, like, for whatever reason, they show it floating every time you run into it in the games now. Instead of, like, a rock, like they did in the old games. They, like, made it look like it was on the ground. Or in the anime, it's just straight up hops on the ground. Like, it doesn't float. But for whatever reason, the anime, or in the games, are just like, oh yeah, Geodude just floats. Why is Golem a ground type? Lore. I forget the exact lore, but it's like that evolutionary line is straight up just born from crap. No different than a fish floating. For Geodude, it's very different because it's not a water type. So a water type floating, because it's supposed to swim in water, is meant to look natural, and so the Pokemon doesn't look wimpy. Geodude floating, because they don't want to lay it on the ground, even though it has the ability to hop, is just laziness. And it's very inaccurate to the lore. Like, literally every other rendition of the anime, the show, older games, like, they show it on the ground. But as soon as they went to 3D models, they let it stand. Like, they made it float, and it's so bothersome. Like, it should not be floating. Unless it has, like, magnet rise or something, then sure. Alright, here we go. Let's get the save. Saving, don't turn off the power. Let me save the game. The ground type that bothers me the most is Gligar and Gliscor. I do think overall ground types are pretty solid. Like, they do pretty well with ground types. And the ones that, the only issue is sometimes they make ground types, like, have really bad posture and animations where, like, it doesn't make sense for them to have the animation as a ground type. Like I was saying with Geodude. But, like, besides that, overall ground types are pretty solid except for Gligar and Gliscor. Which, I mean, there is a little bit of, like, lore on why they're flying in ground, but... Alright. Pack time! We got Genesect Paco. Genesect Paco. Let's see. 4 to the front. Psychic. Skater Park, right? Yeah. Lopunny. Marshtomp the boy. Clamperl. Morpeko. I don't remember if there's 2 arts Morpekos in this set or not. Skarmory. Shelmet. Oh, there you go. You saw the reverse already because I accidentally pulled 3 cards. Plusle. Reverse. Dracloak? Yeah, Dracloak. And Zumaro. Nada. Nada. Hello, Tinata. Oh, classic. I forgot to ask. How did you enjoy that lovely Minshew Mania win yesterday? I didn't? Why not? I didn't get to watch the game, so I actually didn't see if it was sloppy or anything. I was too busy watching ice hockey. I was sick and... Oh, you were sick and couldn't open your eyes. Oh. Oh. I'm sorry to hear. Hopefully you feel better now. Do you know what you were sick with? Lots of rest and I'm good to go. Nice. Was it just like a day virus or something? I know there's a stomach bug going around. I know the flu's going around right now. Oh, what the heck? How'd you get that? That sounds like freaking hell. Bad timing mixed with stupid decisions. Oh. What oh. What bad timing mixed with stupid decisions, huh? Sounds like a lot more to that statement. A lot of hiddenness to that statement. I'm gonna guess stupid decisions means alcohol. I'm not gonna know what bad timing is. I'm scared to find out. I got the infection Saturday, could have allowed it to heal, but I can't look sick for my dad's 60th birthday party, so my contact went back in. Needless to say, Sunday sucked. Oh god. Yeah, that's a big oof. So do you think you got it from the contact then? Dang. That sucks. 7K, I'm telling you, Jesus. Only one will know. And that's the RNG that's calculating it every time. What are you doing right now, Matt? Eating anything good? You still never told me what the heck a tasty burger was. I've been waiting for that answer. If you get it at 7K, you owe me 7K train horns. Nah, Matt, that's not how that works. I will gladly blare the train horn once if I get it at 7K exactly. It's a restaurant in New England. Dang. Ice Flying Regional would be cool, yeah. They would probably have to turn Piplup into a Poffin, but it'd be pretty lit. Make it more flight-like, because right now it's very like penguin design, which obviously isn't flight-like. Give it like a little propeller or something too, that'd be funny. No, 7K times or no. Bro, I'm not definitely not playing the train horn 7K times. If you got the channel points for it, I will, but that is too much. Shit. Ran into that one late. Tasty Burger is a New England restaurant. I'm guessing you've gone up there because I can't remember, are you a trucker or no? I feel like I've had someone stop by that might be a trucker. I don't remember. Legends might open us to regional starters anyway. Yeah, I think it'll open us to like regional final evos for the starters. It won't be, I don't think they'll introduce any regionals for Gen 4 because it doesn't make sense to, but no? Okay. Then how have you been to Tasty Burger in New England? You just randomly took a trip to New England? Magical trip to New England? Is something happening to Twisted's cat? I'm looking for her right now, and she like disappeared. Yeah, I'm just excited to see what all Legends opens up to regional wise. Classic, have you been watching the Flyers? They've been shitting the bed too. I'm so pissed that the Eagles aren't in the playoffs right now, like in a playoff spot right now to fight for. Like, they're still in the hunt, but like losing to the Giants, really. What I'm also curious of like, I actually didn't read the report on what Hurts was injured on. Was he injured in the Giants game? Or did he end up getting like sat because of an injury from previous weeks? Because if it's an injury from previous weeks, I feel like I'm sort of pissed that they started him at the Giants. Like, he probably should have sat then. That's probably why it looked so bad. Because he didn't run a lot at the Giants game. Like, there was a lot of times where he could have pulled the ball and just never did. So it makes me think that he was injured before the game. Samurai might getting the flying type, Samurai might getting the fighting type. Samurai getting fighting type would be cool. I really want them to stand Samurott up. Samurott's not a Pokemon that should be on all fours. It doesn't work well. I don't think I want the Decidueye to get the flying type though. I really like that it's not a flying type already. It fits its lore better. And what it's based on. I think there's gonna be one of them's definitely gonna gain the flying type, or not the flying typing, the ice typing, just because of they're really encouraging the cold aspect of Sinnoh. Assuming that it exists and they actually make it. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, also, like, by the time Gen 7 rolled around, like, they do that with a lot of, like, the minor legendaries, per se. Where, like, they have a special move, but then eventually it, like, just gets rolled back to every Pokemon has the move. Just like, Darkest Lariat. Like, there's more Mons than Incineroar that know Darkest Lariat now, just because eventually they open up to everyone. It should have been Gen 6. In Gen 6... Who all knew Sacred Sword in Gen 6? I think it was only the Sword of Justice still. And then in Gen 7, they opened it up to more... Like, it was more than Samurott and the Sword of Justice in Gen 6. I think that's why they opened it up. Unless there's someone else, but I'm pretty sure it was only Swords of Justice. I don't remember, though. Oh, oh yeah, that's right. Honedge did. Yeah, it's weird then that didn't open it up. I think they were trying to keep the hype of Honedge, and that's why. Which makes sense. Aegislash deserves it, but... I don't think it would be so bad if Razor Shell was just a better move. Like, it's so bad. Like, the effects that it has are awesome, but its accuracy blows. What song is this? Oh, this is Coney Cody? I never realized that. I waited until the last game of 3DS to get that move, though. Like I said, it's like because they want to keep the hype for Aegislash. They don't want to give Sacred Sword to like every Pokemon that looks like they should learn it. Because you can't really, I don't think you can get Oshawott in Friend Safari, so like you have to transfer it up. And the Gen 6 is one of the first gens where they implement the concept of like you can't use a Pokemon unless it's born in that region. And so like you can't breed it with Aegislash to give it the egg move. And there's no Pokemon that could eventually like breed with it down the line to be able to pass on Sacred Sword, so in a weird way it makes sense. I mean, it's still stupid, but in a weird way it makes sense. I wonder how my laundry's doing. It said it was going to be done 40 minutes after I came back. It's just been Jay chilling in the washers. Actually, some meanie probably took my clothes out of the washer, right? Then instead of putting them into the dryer, even though like it didn't have like the dryer sheet in there, like it's still like more or less as a job. The dryer sheet just helps with like certain aspects of drying. So like instead of putting it in the dryer, running the dryer, he probably just put it on top of the washers and then just like went on with his day. Like, bruh. I mean, to be fair, I think I'd rather have that happen so that way they don't just like shrink my clothes to hell and back, but like, damn. Oops. I was hoping to get to 6,800 on Mewtwo tonight at least, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to get there. It's going to be tight. It's going to be tight. Oops. Samurai making ice type. I don't know. I mean, it could. I don't want it to, though. I think it's a better fighting type or a steel type. If they stand it up on two legs and give it armor, I definitely want it to be steel type. Otherwise, it should be a fighting type. But it's not an ice sword, though. It's a water sword. Its whole thing is it like makes a sword out of water. And that's what it attacks with. I think I'd rather them stick shells are made of ice, maybe. I don't know. I think for 100%, like 100, not if, like I think, like 100% for lore purposes and its design, it's better to be a water fighting type or a water steel type. It just depends how they want to change it up. Either way, it has to be put on 2 feet or it's just not going to change typing. Like, if they give us a second typing and it's still on all fours, like, it's just, I'm not gonna like it. It's just not a Pokemon that, like, should be on all fours at all. It's sort of like Typhlosion, like how Typhlosion originally was standing up, had, like, this really clever design, and then they just, like, went super, like, bland with it. Took away its flames, made it be on all fours, which I mean to run around it makes sense for a Typhlosion to be on all fours, but like in a battle animation, like it should be up on 2 and then like go down on all fours and stuff. But well, I guess now it does stand up on 2, but still it still doesn't have its like fire and stuff. Clefable. Clefable. And I really need to figure out what I want to hunt next in offline. I think I might do another like offline hunt here soon. And radar. Like I did one Mareep offline, I did Pachirisu offline. Or not all off Pachirisu offline. I actually did Pachirisu online. But I did like 3-ish chains offline for it, I think, something like that. I don't even remember at this point, honestly. I didn't, in other words, I just didn't do it all online. Which is what I want out of radar. I really want the online streams for BDSP to be like a lot of the longer stuff. And occasionally do radar. Like with Wombats, how we're doing the race and stuff. I think for what I want to do shiny hunting wise, it's better. Because a lot of my stuff's so freaking long. I don't want to be like, oh yeah, let's just do radar 24/7. Just to get quick shinies. I really like the long hype stuff. It'd be odd if the other two gain ice. I don't think it would be odd if Decidueye did. I think it would be interesting. They have to do it right. Like there's this very, very, very specific way they have to do Decidueye to get ice. But I think it would work. If you watch subjectively, you'll know what I'm talking about. Like, it is extremely specific, and if they mess up slightly with it, it won't get it. But yeah, no, Typhlosion definitely won't get ice. I think Typhlosion would have be a good fire rock type or fire ground type. Fire grass would be interesting, maybe too. What is this from? Ogre Battle 64. It would be the first time to have a fire type starter. Fire type with a starter of another type. It would be. I mean, it would be the first time in general, because there's no starter shares the type of another starter for balancing reasons. I think Legends is a good game to break that out on, I think. Because, like, the only water grass types... Is it only low tide line that's water grass, or is there another one? I can't remember. And then Volcanian's the fire water type. And then there's no fire grass type. Which fire, the fact that there's no fire grass type, by the way, is sad on its own, because there's so many cool things you can do with like a fire grass mix. Could stand on 2 legs, but over time it goes to all 4. What do you mean? Like Hisuian and Samurapi 2, and then by the time it's Unova, it gets all 4? Well, see, so the issue with that is that the reason these Pokemon would have Hisuian forms is because instead of growing up in the Unova environment, they're growing up, or their home environments are growing up in the regional environment. So like the 4-legged Samurott still exists in that time period. It just doesn't exist in Hisui. So like it's still a Oshawott from Unova. Like it's not a natural spawning Oshawott in Hisui. They just brought it over to aid with the research of the region. So it's not like Scyther, right? Where Cleavor actually is a evolutionary ancestor of Scizor, where metal coat trade possibilities didn't exist, so it used the minerals around it instead of the metal coat. Oops. Compared to if they do get Hisuian variants, like 4-legged Samurott and 2-legged Samurott would exist at the same time. It's just they evolved in different environments. It's sort of like how trying to think of a good example. I'm blanking. I really should know a good example, but I'm blanking right now. Yeah, I can't think right now. That's really sad. $69, nice, Mewtwo. 69, nice! Samurott getting the ice type would make sense in the colder region. Oh no, I still think like giving it the Decidueye would be the best fit for lore changes. Based on how Pokemon likes changing lore and what they do, like what they like to do with the regionals, I think giving it to Decidueye would be best. I honestly don't think any ice type is going to be added to the starters though, even though one should get it. Because Samurott doesn't make sense. Typhlosion really doesn't make sense. Decidueye sort of makes sense. It's a big stretch and it has to be, like I said, it has to be designed a very, very specific way. But that one doesn't make sense either. Like they pick 3 starters that for a region that they're teasing Hisuian forms for starters, but like they didn't make it starters that they didn't pick starters that fit the ice typing regardless of how you spin it. And the one that does like is still like a huge stretch. Could be off to bed. I got a ton of stuff to do for the podcast. I'll hit you up tomorrow about it. All right, lit. Sounds good, Wombats. The legendary podcast. Oh, that's what I wanted to do. I want to put the link for the podcast into it on here. But yes, there's just a reminder again, all for the second half of stream. There is a fabulous podcast that me, Wombats, and Shiny Like Alfred are starting. Oh, excuse me. Whoops. We are doing this based on like different Pokemon content, different Nintendo content, like anything that we can sort of think of. Eventually it's going to turn into something where as we continue developing it, where you guys will actually pick the topics and vote on topics that you want us to talk about. We'll have a Google Sheet and everything, but for now that is not made and that you guys don't have access to that yet. Yeah, so keep a lookout for that. Again, it's Rayquaza Studio on Twitter and TikTok, so give them the follow for when we finally do put stuff out, and join in on the fun when it starts. For those of you that don't follow Wombats or Shiny Like Alfred, make sure you drop them a follow too. They're both really great guys that I've gotten to know and meet through streaming, and both of them I help strongly encourage start streaming, and have asked me about it before they started. Are there sea otters in the aren't there sea otters in the polar regions? I'm trying to think of the native region, like the native space of sea otters. Not really, like not that I can think of. Like there, like Washington State there are, maybe Alaska, but like that's like during the summer of Alaska, so it's migratory. That's not like their standard home. And even then, like, it's very cold water for them. I don't know, actually. That's a good question. So, the issue is, Alex, is what they prey on. Their prey doesn't spawn that far up north. and like things they eat themselves. Sea lions do, and that's what Samurot's actually based off of. Samurot actually isn't a sea otter. That's what you're more so thinking? Yeah. Yeah, sea lions can. Depending on the species. But like even then, I don't know. I still don't think the ice typing fits it well. Again, it's all in lore. And like when they change Hisuian Pokemon, they don't like do a full lore rework. And to make Samurott an ice, like to make Samurott look like an ice type, I think you need a full lore rework. It also suggests that it lives in a cold and like it wouldn't have to like it wouldn't just be like it lives in a cold environment so it involves ice shells. Like it would have to like perma live in like tundra to evolve like using ice type shells. Because the ice armor and shells would be forged from would be forged from like I don't know. Like its own like from a water source. Because like the whole thing is that it picks up shells it finds as armor and weapons. And it's not finding, it's sort of making its own armor, which it wouldn't have to make its own armor even if it's in a cold region. That hints more to Alaskan region next, maybe. I don't know. I don't think Alaska's good enough for its own region. Because, like, all the animals and, like, lore that you would have to base off of Alaska is already added into the game for the most part. There's not, like, a lot to add to it. I think the next region should be either, should be South America, because there's a lot of unexplored stuff. I just don't want another game in, like, everywhere we've been. Like, we've been to EU twice. The first 4 generations are all Asia. We've been to the US twice, technically, even though Hawaii is not technically the... Like, it's the US, but, like, it's not like the rest of the US type thing. And like the tropics of Hawaii are very, very different than like the jungles of like Costa Rica or Brazil or any of that. And I think they handled the tropics of Hawaii pretty well. They really used the play of invasive species to the right proportions and everything. And all these other issues that Hawaii has due to climate change and stuff. Also, I just really like the Gen 7 designs for the Pokedex. I think they're better than Gen 6's. And Gen 5's. And Gen 8's probably. I don't know, I haven't decided on Gen 8 yet. Sometimes I look at Pokemon from Gen 8 and I'm like, oh yeah, this is godly. And then I look at other Pokemon from Gen 8 and I'm like, oh wow. But then I look at Gen 7, and the only Pokemon I can't stand is Bruxish, so... Huh. Freaking Bruxish. I'm actually using a shiny Bruxish in a... So, I think it was last summer. I was saying on stream how I'm doing like this for fun playthrough through all the Pokemon games offline and stuff. So I finished off of that. I finished that off with the stream run of with the stream Nuzlocke of Sword and Shield, right? And so I never actually finished that entire run because I beat every single generation except for Gen 7. And so I helped a friend set up some stuff to play Gen 6 and Gen 7 because he hasn't played. The only Pokemon game he really played was like, I think Gen 4. And he played that like, who knows how long ago before he started this journey to play through them all. And so I was like, oh, I'll just continue my Gen 7 journey. And then like, I was like right before the grand trial for the Komodo. So I beat the Komodo and then got to the cutscene where you have to beat up. I was playing Ultra Moon, so you have to beat up the moon form of Necrozma, and then after you beat the moon form of Necrozma, I was just like, yeah, I remembered why I stopped playing this game because like the cutscenes look really good, but like there's so many. Like just from the small bit of going from Komodo. Like, just from entering the Grand Trial to do Komodo to being able to access the Ultra World to challenge in Necrozma was just so freaking long. Like, there was way too much time. It's honestly insanity. I don't get how like I ran through Sun and Moon for the first time. Was like, oh yeah, I really like this. It's probably just because of the Pokedex, because I was just that and all by the Pokedex. But like, man, I still do really like this Pokedex though. I don't really like a lot of times when I play new Pokemon games, I don't like make a lot of like Pokedex opinions per se. A lot of times new Pokemon come out and I like a handful of them, half of them at most, and then I'm just like, yeah, whatever, move on. But like whatever, I don't know what it is about Gen 7, but I just really like the mons of it. Gen 8 is pretty good too. I like a good portion of Gen 8. Alright, yeah, we'll definitely be able to get Mewtwo to 6,800. I'm gonna do what I did with Mewtwo last stream, where like I'm just gonna go to the nearest 5 when I get to 65 or 6,700 on Mudkip. Yeah, they're definitely getting better at designs. I think their designs started falling off in Gen 5 and Gen 6, but they really picked it up with Gen 7. And honestly, it's because I started putting it in the hands of America more. Pokemon America started making more designs. It's just because like, and it's not even like oh yeah, because American artists are better than the Japanese artists. No, it's just most of Pokemon's profits come from the U.S. and U.S. influenced areas. So of course, like it makes sense for like those in America to make it. Plus, like Game Freak and Nintendo are down the head of Pokemon's throats so hard that they just get too stressed and they just like rush Pokemon designs. And that's what happened with Gen 5. Like on top of it being a reboot generation after Gen 4, like you can see some of the rustiness to it, especially in the first one. The second ones are okay, but like the 7 unique new mechanics they just sort of felt like they threw into the game, like rotation battles and stuff. It's very rushed feeling. Oops. Yes, I agree. They're definitely doing better with designs. The Hisuian forms look really good. I wasn't sure how I thought about Cleavor at first, but it makes sense. and I've gotten used to it now that I've gotten a few times to look at it. I think the below half of its body, it could just because like it wasn't fully developed when they showed it off for whatever reason, but it looked really weird. So hopefully like that's not how its lower half actually looks, but besides that, they all look really freaking good. Also makes sense why it died off, yeah. No, yeah, I think they're doing really good with the evolutionary aspect of it. Honestly, the most harsh people on this one, the most harsh people on this game are going to be people who actually like understand and know science. And it's not actually, I think it's not going to be the community for this game. It's going to be like black and white and black and white too, where the harsh people on it are going to, except in reverse. Because the most like we're in the sense of liking it. Because like Gen 5 is most liked by people who weren't hardcore Pokemon fans when it came out. Because it had a really good story, and before Gen 5, like the Pokemon storylines honestly were very poor and minimal and bland when they did exist. But Gen 5 has a really, really good story and a really, really good lore base to it. And I think this is going to be a similar thing where the most receptive people to it are going to be people who are really into science, really into ecology and biology, because it's very pushed towards that kind of concept with the game, where you're taking like field research surveys, you're finding all these different evolutionary aspects that have occurred in the universe, stuff like that. And I think Pokemon's been wanting to push that for a while in general, because like with the Corsola line, for example, Gen 2 Corsola is all good. Gen 7, they bring Corsola back in a way to like help promote protecting of corals. They introduced Marini, which is based on a crown of thorns, which eats a crap ton of coral and is very bad for him. And then in Gen 8, they turn it into a ghost type and make it bleach coral. So I definitely think it's something Pokemon's been wanting to push. It'd be more like slowly and surely be like very biological with how they make the games, but like there's a certain way you have to do that, so that way you still keep certain player bases, because obviously not everyone fully commits to scientific beliefs, just like not everyone commits to fully religious beliefs, and so on and so forth. But I think they're doing it at a right time, if that makes sense. Oh. I'm seeing Growlithe dies off just because of the horn kept getting loose, getting less needed. That makes sense. Yeah, I'm curious to see which ones they keep around, which ones they don't keep around. Like, I feel like certain mons, like Cleavor and stuff, like, they'll be kept around, but you have to keep them around in a very unique way just because of evolution. Or like things like Growlithe or Zoroark, or Basculin Legion, where they could still exist, but they're just very rare spawns of it. I don't think they'll be Hisui only, because people would be very upset if they can't use them in other games and can't battle with them. They'll find a way to introduce them some other way. It's not, they can't do fossils just because like 400 years isn't really enough time. But I'm curious at what they'll do. Shine's online. Let's go. And see what he was playing. Probably Pokemon. If I had to guess. Oh, you have to transfer around so you can't catch them in. Oh, right. No, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I was thinking either like transfer them over, or do sort of like Let's Go did, where there's just like a random trainer being like, "Hey, I found this random Pokemon, from X place." Like capitalizing on the rare spawn idea. Because like, there's probably a point in time where like these Pokemon existed when Hisui became Sinnoh, but then like because of urbanization and stuff, they probably disappeared or something. Oh. Oh, excuse me. That'd be interesting. I think wormholes are more likely because Pokemon's very conservative with mythical usage. But yeah, something like that. It's also like one of my least favorite things that Pokemon ever does is be that conservative with mythicals. But I mean, if there's one mythical they're not conservative with, it's Celebi and Mew. I think Celebi's a little bit more less conservative with. I think they're a little bit less conservative with it, but. A little more conservative with it. So they use Celebi. No, yeah, a little less conservative with it. Yeah, that's right. That's the right word. Because they use Celebi a little bit more than Mew. Yeah. I mean, like, the method you can hunt shiny Celebi is very slightly less of a pain than you can to hunt shiny Mew, so in my opinion that says enough there. Maybe this random trainer with a Celebi that has Hisui Growlithe type deal. Maybe. See, that's the whole. That's the back on the whole thing of like how like the conservative part of the mythicals. Like they're just not gonna give a random trainer in a new game to Celebi just because. Like, even, like, in Gen 4 with the Shaman event, like, they don't give the person a Shaman. It's just sort of like, I know Shaman is, and I'm sort of like a guardian of Shaman type thing. Better Celebi than Dialga? I think Dialga makes more sense, but just because it's a box legendary, they're willing to use it more. Also, like, with the sort of the time scale how it works, like, it makes more sense for Dialga too. Because Dialga can transfer them up and be stable, where like Celebi may not be able to transfer them up stably and stuff. Celebi's time powers are more finicky. I mean, you can catch Dialga, right? You're a 10-year-old that randomly has Dialga. You're a random trainer with Dialga. It makes more sense. Compared to, like, yeah, you're a random trainer with Celebi, but, like, Pokemon, you can catch 10 Dialgas in, like, 1/1,000,000th of the time that Pokemon releases another Celebi. I don't think, I mean, I don't like the idea of random trainers in the Pokemon universe owning legendaries to begin with, unless they're the player character. So, like, I don't like the fact that Ash has a Melmetal. I don't like the guy that Ash faces in Gen 4 that just has, like, a Darkrai, Latias, and whatever else. Like, I don't like any of that. I think, like, they're legendary Pokemon. They're meant to do what they want to do. And it's more of like Dialga just like letting them exist in the world. And because it is the complete controller of time, it has the ability to stabilize them in their existence. So not necessarily a trainer owning it, but just like, oh, Dialga started doing this random action for whatever reason. Because that's how Pokemon explains like any random thing that happens. X Pokemon wanted to do this just because, so here you go. Which I mean makes sense. Like legendary Pokemon are more or less gods, so it makes sense. Especially in the case of Gen 4. Ba 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 ba. All right, 6,800. Actually, I'm curious how the NFL game's going. I still can't believe the freaking Lions won yesterday. That's nutty. Oh, the Patriots did win 14-10. Dang, that's a close game. I might have to watch the highlights of that. I wonder if it was boring close or like exciting close. Like there was a lot of defensive involved, or just like everything just looked bad somehow. I'm surprised it was that low scoring though. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. Ba, 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 ba. I need to start putting Christmas music on. I don't know why I haven't yet. Oh. I mean, there is the DAs. For what? For Christmas music? For random trainers or residents, right? But they have to hand them back at the end. The only way you can get a random PC can own it is if they give it back, and it's only on endless runs. You don't get to keep Pokemon from that. No more runs too? No, NPC can't get it. Like the NPC is not using it in battle. Because it ends as soon as the battle's over. You don't beat the legendary, continue on. Cadence of Hyrule. I thought it sounded like Zelda, but like it didn't sound like Zelda. I've never played this game. I always wanted to. I just never have. I don't know if it's actually good or not. Also, here I am playing with this friggin' pen again. I just don't know like if I would enjoy it. I forget what like it's. Oh yeah, Crypt of the Necromancer. I never played that game either. I feel like I should play that before I do Legend of Zelda. There's so many games that like I haven't played. Like I've never played Stardew, never played that, never played Undertale. I haven't really played any Halo games. I played like 1 or 2 maybe. There was only like a few like PvP matches on a local console match because of we were waiting for food. I've seen Undertale, never. Yeah, I've seen like an entire playthrough of Undertale. I've watched the Sans fight and everything. I just never played it. It looks fun to watch and the music's lit, but I don't know if I would enjoy it myself. The reason I haven't played Stardew is because I know I would enjoy it too much. If I got Stardew, like, my free time would just be gone because I would put that much time into it. Stardew is 100% a game I would just sit down and grind the crap out of and just forget about everything. That's why I don't get it. Like, it is completely my genre of gaming. But dude, let's go. All right. I'm ready. I'm low-key excited to get this test done tomorrow because like I want to see what happens. It's just so weird. I like how Sans got a me costume. Yeah, that's pretty funny. Yeah, I like how he got a me costume. I like that Doom's guy got a me costume. I do wish they had like an indie game rep besides like Minecraft, because Minecraft technically used to be an indie game. Now it's not anymore since it's part of Microsoft, but you don't think Steve should be in Smash? I think it's okay. Because it's so Smash is a celebration of gaming. It's not meant to be like, oh, X person shouldn't be in it. As long as it's a video game character, it belongs in it. Oh, Sans. I don't mind. I don't think it would have been hurtful. Like, I think Shovel Knight definitely should have been in more than like if Sans, but like I said, it's a celebration of video gaming. Like, put whatever you want in it. I'm just glad Doom Fighter wasn't an actual fighter. I don't think it should have been an actual fighter. I think it should have like been in the game, like how they did it. I know a lot of Doom people are really pissed that Sora got in, but I'm definitely very hyped about Sora getting in. Even though Sora's busted as crap. They basically said, Sakurai looked at Sora and said, you know what? We have all these busted characters that we've put into Smash. let's combine them all into Sora. And that's more or less what Sora is. Granted, I've only played like 2 games of Sora, but from the 2 games I've played, that's what it feels like. What did Undertale even come out on first? I don't even know. I know you can get it on Switch, but it obviously wasn't on the Switch first. It was out before Switch was even released. It was a Steam release originally, right? Alright, looks like we're going to 6/8/15 on Mewtwo. Yeah, I think it was a Steam release first. So PC. That just tells you like how little I actually like care about Undertale. I don't even know when its release date is or was or what it came out on. Mystery Dungeon, let's go! Marowak Dojo. Ugh. Alright, 2 more Mudkips. Including this Mewtwo, 4 more. Now 3 more. Wait, no, 4 more, right? 12, 13, 14, 15, yeah. There's 5 more, including that one. Math. Frickin' math, man. I need to stretch my legs. It's the only downfall of, when I shiny hunt at home. I don't have, like, this random bar I can stretch my legs to. Because of what kind of desk I have. Sans got in, does help Game Freak out a bit. The team that made Undertale helped them make Town Hero. Yeah. Town Hero was really bad though, wasn't it? That was like the 3D monster one. Yeah. Just full on straight honesty. Yes, I love it. I did consider buying it, but like it didn't look impressive in the trailers. I was also salty because when they showed off Town Hero, there was like this giant rumor that Game Freak was trying to spread that they're going to show like Pokemon news. And I remember staying up super late and destroying my sleep schedule that for Sword and Shield news stuff. Destroying my sleep schedule to stay up to watch it, and there wasn't any news at all. And jeez, man. Two really good companies make a bad game together, right? Who would have thought? I love when that happens. And literally though, like it happens so often. I wish it didn't, but it happens so freaking often. Like anytime I see a giant company collab anymore, like it's just like, do I even want to buy it? Because most of the time it just ends up blowing. There's only like a handful that don't. And a lot of them are because like, for example, like Tencent and Unite, like, and Pokemon for Unite. Like, it's meh. Now, ICLA and Pokemon did pretty well in this one. I think ICLA, in my opinion, BDSP is really good. But alright, no more Mudkips, and we got Uno Mas Mewtwo. I'm also gonna try to catch this Klefki. But like even with Unite, like they went with Tencent with this goal to like simplify a MOBA enough to where it's still a MOBA, but they want to still keep it a MOBA because they want to make it easier for. Ikla is pretty famous for I forget what they made now. They said it in the trailer. No, aside from Pokemon stuff, that doesn't count. So they've assisted with Yakuza, Dragon Quest, Nier Automata, Naruto Shippuden, Ultimate Ninja Storm 7, Ace Combat 7. So like they have a very large background. So like they're definitely a bigger company. They're a graphical company. So like they don't make the games, but they're a very large graphical project company. Sort of like Tencent, where Tencent doesn't really regularly make games, but they're really like hands deep into games. Mainly for the purpose of them being used. Oh, I didn't get the clef key. Mainly for the purpose of them being like used in China. That's honestly the main reason they put their hands in everything. But so that's also why like BDSP is basically just like fancier Brilliant Diamond fancier Diamond and Pearl, because Pokemon's like, look, we just want you to make it fancier, and there's a few things that we want you to add to the game. That's up to you, sort of, as long as it passes through us. But here's the code, so you don't have to make the game from scratch. Which, I mean, it's a remake. That's what you expect. Like, it should just be the source code of the game with, like, hyped up stuff. Like, ORAS, like, yeah, it's not the direct source code of the game, but it's still the same game. It's just done in 3D because it was an 8-bit game. It's going to be harder and harder for them to do stuff like that as we progress, because after Gen 5, like, if Pokemon is around enough and hype enough to continue making remakes, and makes remakes for Gen 5. Well, after you make a remake for Gen 5, then you're at 3D games. So, like, how do you remake a 3D game? And all that fun stuff. So, yeah. And anyway, I'm going to end for tonight. Let's see who we want to raid. It's their biggest project? I would say Dragon Quest 11 is their biggest project. Because Dragon Quest is very large. And honestly, it doesn't matter like that, like, regardless, like, it doesn't matter the sizes of each project. What determines if a company's big or not is looking at their resume of what they've worked on. Like, you're saying you worked on a company, like a brand like Dragon Quest, which is a very, very large following. Like, that is already makes you a decent sized company. So, alright. Let's see. I don't know if Alfred's gonna get off soon. I don't want to raid him and then he gets off soon. That is who I want to raid. We'll just raid him. He doesn't look like he's getting off soon, so. We're gonna raid our boy shiny like Alfred. I'm getting off now. Alright, Alex. Peace out. Have a great evening. We're gonna raid our boy shiny like Alfred. I hope everyone had a fun time watching Mewtwo destroy my soul again. Nah, it didn't really bother me. But it was a fun time. Hope everyone enjoys their day tomorrow. I'll see you all tomorrow night. We'll be doing Turtwig again tomorrow night. And I'll peace out and enjoy my evening as I finish some Kahoot. So, bye.